there will be a little surprise for you for those that have done so. I will reveal that in just a second. I can see 16 of you in the audience. Thank you so much. We have got a very exciting episode planned for episode 8 of Sundays with Craven. As you can see, once again, we have a fantastic 4-way panel. And what I can promise you is, along with questions, memes, and a good old chinwag, this will be great fun. I can't wait. So I'm going to dive straight into it. I will say hello to everyone in the chat. So let's do that, and then we'll bring in the panel. So, and Nemo, you know what to do here, buddy. I can see your hands type in. Guys, 17 of you right now, you are going to go, oh, it's moved up to 18. Just, Nemo, I trust you. But everyone that's in right now, the way we're going to do the giveaway this evening, we are going to add names to the draw throughout the live. So you will be rewarded for joining early. And the first name will be chosen by way of bopping the mole very shortly. So, hello to Nerd UK, Blue, Villainous Bounty, Will's Bullion Coins, BBA, I hope you're okay, buddy, Jack Stacks, Jamie Frost, a dedicated man all the way from Japan, Miss Stacking with Craven, always here, always supporting, the Axis brother, good to see you, God's Money, Stephen, the Coin Cutters in the house, great to see you, the world's #1 sniper who definitely has Whatnot open on his second device, Ian Attenbury, I don't blame you, buddy, Robot Toaster, Jokers, Ninja, Shiny Silver, Magsy, good to see you, Andy, CPM, great to see you, buddy, in here, Tony, Michael A. Lee, Chloe, great to see you, and Danny Millington, great to see you too. Thank you all for joining me from the very start. Nemo, did you catch all those names? We're going to lock that off right now. Everyone that I've mentioned, they are in the first run for the giveaway. Did you get that?
Yep. All the names are in.
There we go.
And locked in.
Okay. So they're locked in. Thank you for joining. We'll come back to that in a couple of minutes because, importantly, I want to do a formal introduction to our panel. Let's get straight to it. So, of course, we have our special guest, but we're going to bring him in last. Who have we got joining me on the panel of people who are going to ask plenty of questions today? And I hope you guys in the chat are ready to ask some questions too. But firstly, I'm going to bring in, as you've already heard him, no other than a man who has just hit 150 subscribers on his YouTube channel, growing very quickly, making his second or third appearance on this show. It's no other than Nemo's Numismatics. How are you doing, Nemo? Thank you for joining us again.
I'm doing fine, brother. How are we all this evening, guys? I don't know why.
Doing very well, mate. Very well.
I don't know why I'm waiting for an answer from the chat there, but
I wasn't sure what to say then. I was like, I'll give it a second. But I mean, me personally, mate, I'm doing very well. And I did just want to say congratulations on hitting 150 subscribers. Well done, mate. I hope to see much more from you going forward, and maybe some more of those Alpine roller coasters, if that's what it's called.
Yeah, it was a strange one. I think I'm going to start doing a wee bit of diversification on the channel, see what people want. If throwing myself down a perfectly good mountain is going to get views, why not?
Absolutely, mate. And I know one person in the audience that would like to see that, a certain Andy, creative, keyword there, precious metals. He encourages to do stuff creatively. So I love to see it as well, mate. And once again, thank you for joining. But it's not just Nemo on the panel. As you can see, there is a certain someone in here as well who goes by the name of Silverpunk. How are you doing, my good friend?
I'm good, cheers, mate. Thanks for having me on again. Cheers for the invite, and really looking forward to this one. It's going to be really exciting. Got some really cool questions for Sandy, so hopefully we can put him to task and get some good answers out of him.
Yes, 100%. I think we have prepared some different and some unique questions this time round, and I think Sandy's had plenty of time to prepare for them. I can't wait to hear the answers. But Silverpunk, yeah, I know you said thank you for inviting you, but mate, thank you for joining. It's honestly always a pleasure to have you on this show. So thank you so much for joining. I can't wait too. So Silverpunk, Nemo, and all 24 of you in the chat, I think it's time to bring in our special guest, making his return on the Sundays with Craven podcast. A gentleman who is doing very well representing the working class stacks with his YouTube channel, who has just hit 250 subscribers. It's no other than the man himself, Sandy Millington. How are you doing this evening, my friend? Thank you for joining us.
I am fantastic. Thank you, Craven, and thanks for having me back on. I'd just like to say you've come a long way since I was last on the show. I think it was episode 2. Well, you're on episode 8 now, is it? And mate, you've absolutely smashed it. You've just come such a long way. But for many of us in the community, this has become a staple for our Sunday, much like the Saturday night stack chat and the Friday night with Cobra Hunter, with Cobra Stacker, sorry. And in such a short time of 8 weeks, I think we all need to congratulate you, really, because this is such a good event that you've got going, and long may it continue. And thanks for having me back.
Oh, Sandy, thank you, mate. That's very kind words, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you back. It's great to see you on here. It's great to see your YouTube channel growing quickly, and I can't wait to see more from you as your journey goes on. I really can't. I'm very much looking forward to this episode. You have been sent plenty of questions. You do know what they are, so you know what's to come. The chat don't, but you do, and I can't wait. 2 things are going to happen first. I'm going to do, which, is a tradition now. I'm going to ask you the question. Nemo, just having a cheeky go and whatnot. I don't blame you, mate. But Sandy, I'm going to ask you the question from last week's guest, which was jumping into silver. And once we've done that, we're going to do the first entry to today's giveaway, which is an absolutely brilliant one. So, Sandy, are you ready for a question from last week's guest, jumping into silver?
I am ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Well, jumping into silver, last episode, wanted to ask if you could come back as any female, past or present, who would it be and why? Great question.
It is a great question. I have to think about long and hard about it, really. I've come up with 2 answers. I wanted to keep it PG-13. We're talking about changing myself into a female here, so I didn't want to drag the conversation into the gutter right at the beginning. So I started thinking about, well, which females that I admire the most, and there's only one answer really to that question, and that the female past and present that I admire the most, without a shadow of a doubt, would be Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I think she was a fantastic woman. I think, the way she upheld her duty for as long as she did. I'm not particularly a royalist, but Queen Elizabeth herself, I just loved her. I was very sad when she passed away, as were most of us. I think it's a common theme to be a bit of a royalist, at least for coin collectors and silver stackers, because the royals are so much a big part of our collections and our stack. I think, is it true that Queen Elizabeth appears on more coins than any other human alive?
I could believe that if it was true, yeah.
So I think, I'd have to go with that for my answer, really. I couldn't really give a better one than that, except maybe the only other answer I could give for that question is I would like to be, perhaps if I could be brought back as another female, I would like to create something of a Mandela effect by coming back as Mariah Carey. And I would do the world a favour by never releasing the song "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Wonderful. I was wondering where this was going at first.
I would send the ripple right through time so that none of us ever have to bear the displeasure of listening to that song over and over and over again every single December.
Yeah, wicked. I'm with you with that. Yeah, that needs to happen. That needs to happen. You need to come back as Mariah, definitely.
Yeah, do you know what? That's a really good answer to a seemingly difficult question. I absolutely agree. I'm not a royalist either particularly, but Queen Elizabeth, great answer, and I can believe. I don't know for sure. I'm sure the stat collector or someone in here may know, but I'm sure she probably has had her depiction on more coins than anyone else. I don't know if you guys on the panel know, but I could imagine that's probably true, Sandy. Yeah.
Maybe wrong. That may be the most photographed person of all time. I'm not sure. I remember a part of a fact that I heard years ago. But yeah, either the most depicted on coins or the most photographed person of all time. She was one of the very first TV signals, wasn't it? It was her coronation, so it's easy to believe she's been around for such a long time. So
absolutely, mate.
Well, that's it. It's the time on the throne as well, isn't it? Her and Queen Victoria, if you think they was on the throne the most, so obviously they're going to have the most coins made, aren't they? So, I'm guessing it's probably one or the other, isn't it? For the coins, I'm probably guessing it is Queen Elizabeth. I'm guessing.
If I had to guess, it would be Queen Elizabeth. But either way, I just want to repeat, Sandy, brilliant answers there, and I particularly like the Maria Carey reference as well. That was quite entertaining. But thank you for the answers. And as you know, at the end of the show, I'll be coming back to you to ask you what question would you like to leave for next week's guest. So have a think about that in the meantime, and we'll come to that later. So before we move on to some questions from our panelists, Silverpunk and Nemo, what I'd like to do is reward the people that join this stream from the very start. I believe there was about 20 people in from the start. There was 10 people in before I'd even started this, before I'd even set the room up. So thank you so much. Nemo, are you ready to do the first mole bopping? And then the guys in the chat, we're trying something new, something different. I do appreciate your feedback. Let me know if you like this format. We will try different things as we look to grow and improve the episode. So, Nemo, where are you at with that, buddy?
Yep, I'm ready to go there. 2 wee seconds. Yep. And we are up. And ready to go.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. So, go on, mate.
Who are we bopping first?
Well, what I was going to suggest is for the first bop, as our honoured special guest, I would like Sandy, if we go from left to right, 1, 2, or 3, or left, middle, or right, Sandy, I would like you to pick which mole are we bopping? Because just before you do choose, the name that comes out will be selected from a list of people that were in this live from the very start. And what will happen, if your name gets chosen, you will go into a final 3 at the end of this show, where of those 3 names, someone will win the big, juicy giveaway. So, Sandy, whenever you're ready, pick 1, 2, 3, left, middle, right, whatever you want, buddy.
Well, let's go for number 2, straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle.
Okay, Nemo.
And a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Wait there. Ah.
Ninja! Oh. Right, Ninja, congratulations, you're through to the final. Silverpunk, what was the...
I was just going to say... I just wanted to. I was just going to say. Sandy said number 2. Did he mean number 2 mole or the second hole? That's what I was getting concerned about. I was like, right there. What one is number 2? The one in the middle or the one that says second?
Sorry. Yeah, I did say left to right. It's a bit small, so second is actually on the left. But I also took it that he meant you did mean the middle one, didn't you, Sandy?
I did. I said straight down the middle. Straight down the middle.
There we go.
That's okay. I was panicking because we've got to whack the right mole. You've always got to whack the right mole, haven't you?
You know, you don't want to be whacking the wrong moles. It's not what we want to do here on this show. And Silverpunk, I think you're doing a fantastic job as our designated VAR official. So thanks so much.
We've got to have some rules because we've got to keep chaos.
Absolutely. So. Nemo,
is this Silverpunk talking about rules and regulating the chaos? I thought it was normally the other way around. Punk, you're normally the man to bring the chaos, aren't you?
Well, this is how bad this stream's going. When you need me to keep it in order, we're on slippery slope.
That's what it is, mate. It's a call for desperation. But Nemo, if you could note down Ninja, because Ninja is through to the final. So there we go. Well done to Ninja. And I'd like to move this on. So remember, guys, we're going to move to the panel because we've got some pre-prepared questions for Sandy now. This episode is about our special guest, Sandy. So we will focus on the chat later on. There will be a segment where we focus on your questions for Sandy or anyone on the panel, and I look forward to that. But for now, let's see what the questions are from our panel. So I'm going to go first to Nemo. What's the first question you've got for our special guest, Sandy, today, please?
So, Sandy, if you had £1,000, right? You had £1,000, all your bills are paid, to spend on precious metals, what would you be buying and why?
Well, great question, Nemo. If I had £1,000 to spend in one go, which so far in my stacking journey I haven't even come close to, as most of you know, I pick up 1 ounce a week every week, so it's a slow build. If I had £1,000 to spend right now, really boring answer, I would go for quantity. I would put I would give myself a weight stacking exercise to do. I would just simply try and buy as much silver as I could to add to my stack in one big lump. I would probably, so we're probably talking Britannias, really, aren't we? Or maybe even £1,000 on pre-decimal stuff, to really keep the premiums down, just to really build a foundation of stacking silver, really, just to get as much of it as I could in one hit, and really stick to the fundamentals of where I set out from, because I did set out with the intention, as many of us do, to weight stack and to collect 1 ounce a week every week, keeping those costs down, getting it as cheap as possible. But very quickly I was swayed by the collectible side of the hobby. Every single one of my coins is totally unique from the other.
Oh yeah.
I'm still at that early stage where it's really easy to achieve that. I can go out and get a different coin each week without paying too high of a premium.
Mm-hmm.
The further I go into the journey, the harder that's going to get, because the premiums on the desirable pieces are going to start going up. You know, once I've got like 7 or 8 kookaburras, you know, I'm looking further back in time. I'm looking at higher premiums, and I want to keep that going as long as possible. But I want to keep that going with my 1 a week plan.
Awesome.
If I had a lump sum, like you say, Nemo, of £1,000 to just to hit with silver in one go, I really would be looking at my fundamentals, at my weight stacking, at how much I could get in one go. I wouldn't really be interested, as much as I like the look of all the 5 ounce stackers. I love that Scottsdale 5 ounce stacker with the lion's head on it.
Love it.
Some of the bigger pieces, but honestly, at this early stage in my journey, it just wouldn't be on my radar. I would be thinking about weight stacking,
Yeah.
and I would be thinking about getting as much as I could for that £1,000, and really putting my research into it and shopping around all the various mints to see who gives the best deal for large purchases and that kind of thing. So yeah, probably just good old boring Britannias. But not that there's anything boring about the Britannia. I love them. It's the only coin I've actually got 2 of. I'm saying that I've got quite a unique stack. I've got 2 Britannias, but one is King Charles and one is Queen Elizabeth. So I kind of count them as being a bit different.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the answer to that. Really, is I would just be getting as much silver as I could for the £1,000. If I did that once now, and then I had another £1,000 in a month's time to spend, I might be thinking something a little bit different. I might be thinking, okay, I can diversify a little bit now. But as you can see, I've got every coin. If you can see my camera here, I know it comes and goes on the Discord, but every coin in this box, I think that's 29 of them so far, all entirely different. When I got the box off Nerd UK, the old Nerd UK sent me this second box, which is my year 1 extras box. I would love just to fill that with generic coins with Britannias by the end of the year. Don't know whether I'm going to be able to achieve that or not, and keep this main year 1 box completely unique. And that would give me sort of 2 stacks in my own mind. I'd have my sort of my collection stack and my sort of fallback stack. There would be sort of maybe 40 coins in that. 39 coins, I think that fits. So that would be my sort of my get out of jail stack if anything happened and I needed to liquidate. Obviously, I don't want to liquidate my unique ones because there's loads in there that I love. So I'd love to have that as well, that backup stack, if that's the right term for it. So yeah, if I had £1,000 right now, that's what I'd do. I'd go and fill that extras box that Nerd UK gave me, and I'd fill it all with Britannias as cheaply as possible. And then that'd give me a little bit more sort of security in life, really, and
Yeah,
moving forward. So
yeah, that's a fantastic answer, my friend. I mean, I do similar. I started the same. I was determined to get one of each design, you know, a kookaburra, a kangaroo, Brit, etc. I wanted one of every. And then it got to a point where I thought, I really don't want to sell this. So then I started stacking, as you say, the generic stuff, started getting tubes of Brits, etc. And that's always going to be my first come, first go sort of thing. That's in case I need any money, that's what's getting liquidated, and I'll keep my collection of unique items separate. So I think that's a great answer, my friend, and thank you very much for sharing that.
Yeah, I second that, Sandy. Great answer. It's a really good question from you, Nemo. Two things I picked up on the chat whilst I was listening to that. Diaxis agreed with you, Sandy, and said nothing wrong with Brits. 90% of his coins are all Brits. But on the other end, Rex says basically the right answer would be to blow the £1,000 on silver punk pieces, which is, of course, another good option. What do you think about that, Silverpunk?
I'm not going to lie, it'd be handy. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'll take the money.
We believe honesty is the best policy. So Silverpunk says, look, I'm not going to lie, guys. It would be handy. If anyone's got £1,000 and you want some really nice silver, you know where to go. One of my most treasured pieces is, of course, the Lurtz piece, which I know you had so much fun doing the lettering on, didn't you, Silverpunk?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I don't do lettering. You keep saying that this lettering. I don't do lettering. I just want that out there. So people
I
know.
managed to persuade him, guys. It took a bit of persuading, but there we go. But great question, Nemo. Brilliant answer, Sandy. Silverpunk, what's your first question for our special guest?
Well, it's quite nice actually because it's going to lead on a little bit from. It's going to carry on from that question. So basically, you've just gone through there, Sandy, which is really cool. You're saying you've got like most of them are all individual, but have you got one silver purchase that you made, and then after you instantly thought, "Oh man, what was I thinking?" Have you made any mistakes in your stack so far? Would you think,
Wow.
or anything like that you'd want to share?
Not a mistake as such, Silverpunk, because I love every coin in my collection, some more than others, but they're all unique. Each one was a weekly pickup. I've shared each one with as a video with the community, which makes it even more special. The only one that may be a regret is the very first one. The very first one I ever bought maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I discovered Stackers Social. I bought my first Britannia. I'd been watching all of the YouTube videos. I decided that I wanted to give this silver stacking thing a go. At the time, I didn't realise just how much diversity there was with the coins. I was aware that we had Britannias and Silver Eagles and Canadian Maples and the Krugerrands, the big five, and maybe a few others that I'd spotted along the way. And I was very much determined at that time that I was going to weight stack and I was going to collect Britannias because they were the most readily available in the UK. And that was the advice that I was sort of picking up off the YouTube videos that I was watching. So that was what I decided to do. And I did a little bit of research, and as we all know, when you're buying off the big dealers, there's a couple of extra charges involved. The delivery fees are quite large with some of the big dealers and the mints, and obviously you've got CGT and VAT and all that. And I was a little bit unaware as to what it was that I was doing at that time. So I decided that I wanted to buy off a big dealer for security. I didn't want to pick up a fake or get ripped off on eBay or anything like that. So I actually found. I'm luckily enough, I live in Liverpool. Well, I live near Liverpool. I work in Liverpool city centre, and there is a bullion dealer. The famous Liver building. I'm sure you've all
Cool.
seen it on
Yeah.
TV at
Yeah,
various points with the Liver. Well, in the basement of that building is I think it's called British Bullion or Liverpool British Bullion or something like that. It's one branch of 3 across the country, and it sort of doubles up as a security vault for people with safe deposit boxes, and they sell bits of bullion. So I decided that I was going to go there. It's a short walk from work, maybe a 15-minute walk. And yeah, I made an appointment with them. I went down. They sort of give me a price over the phone. It was a little bit dearer than what I was looking at online, but I thought to myself, it's actually saving me money here because there's no delivery fee. I'm going in and I'm picking it up, and that was kind of my plan at the time as to what I'd do every week. I get paid on a Friday. I finish work early on a Friday. I finish at 1 o'clock, so that gives me plenty of time to walk from work down to the Liver building, pop down to the basement, pick up my coin, and then go home with it. That was my plan at the very beginning.
It sounds good.
The price they
It
quote,
sounds a wicked plan. I can't see that. That's that sounds sensible because as you say, you're not worried about postage then, are you? So you're going to get it, and it sounds good.
well, it did until I actually got there, because the price that they quoted me over the phone didn't include the tax. So I had a bit of a
Ah,
shock when I was actually
yeah.
stood at the counter, and they read me the price. The price they sort of quoted me was, I think, £36, and I thought, well, I'm looking at them online for about 32, 33, plus delivery, which is taking it to like 38, 39. Yeah, it's only £1 difference, but I'll enjoy walking down there, and I might be able to build a relationship up with them. I'll go in, I'll speak to them. It might be nice, and it was a nice experience going in there and speaking to the chap. But when he hit me with the price, and he said it was £43 something, I was a little bit shocked. I was like, I'm a bit committed to it now. I'm stood here in front of him. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk away without it. So I paid the money, and so I ended up paying just over £43 for my first Britannia, which is steep. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's probably the one regret that I've got in my stack box. Really, the next coin I got after that, my partner Danny found an absolute whopping deal. Let me just pull it out of the box for you. So I've got them all in order. But that's not it.
I remember you saying about this deal, Sandy. I know this is an absolute corker from Danny. Fair play.
Yeah, she spotted it on eBay. And it's the only coin I've ever bought off eBay, and it was the second coin I bought, and it's the only colorized coin I bought, and that's an Australian coin. It's a Queen's Jubilee coin. That's a queen on a horse with the Union flag behind her. It's a lovely coin. It was the second coin we ever bought. We got a certificate of authenticity with it, and we picked that up, delivered off eBay for £24.
Oh,
So
there you go.
less than spot price. Even less than spot price with the delivery. It's a fantastic coin. It's really unique. I've never seen anybody have one in their collection. So that really balanced it out in week 2 after the expensive one in week 3. In week 1. So yeah, so my only regret really would be this Britannia, the King Charles Britannia 2023, just because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was brand new to the game, and I overpaid for it because of the taxes, and sort of made my decision a couple of weeks later once I found Stackers Social and started buying off an amazing seller who we all know and love, the Animist.
Oh yes.
And I was getting them for about £34 delivered for the same coin, saving almost £10 on my next 5 or 6 coins. So yeah, that just overpaying on that first coin is probably my biggest mistake. But that was
But
just purely
we all
a
do that, mate.
error, really.
I think we've
And
all
it's-
done
Yeah.
that.
it's the thing is though, I probably should have framed the question a bit differently. You're calling it a mistake, but in reality, it worked out really well because you've learned from it, haven't you? And it's like that's what's really cool. Okay, you paid 40 quid or whatever it was for that first one, but then you come to Stacker Social, you found the other bits, and you're like, oh right, okay, this is how it's done now. Because otherwise, if you didn't, you could still be there walking down and getting one every Friday, couldn't you? So that's what's good. You have
Well,
to do that
definitely.
to get to find out, don't you?
Yeah.
Definitely, mate. Yeah, I think it's the same in life with anything. Your mistakes only make you stronger. We only learn from them. Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%, mate.
Yeah, I think we're all, like Nemo said before, I think we've all overpaid for something. But at the end of the day, if you're happy with that purchase and it led you to learn from it, find other trusted sellers, improve your buying strategy, it's all positives. I don't see them as mistakes. I see them as learning experiences. And that was a very interesting and detailed answer, Sandy. So thank you. And once again, Silverpunk, Nemo, the questions are really good tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I do want to say a couple of quick things. Firstly, Silverpunk, your backdrop this evening is absolutely beautiful. I
Yeah.
just wanted to let you know I was having a little glare at it. If you're in the chat right now and you're on a phone, you can double tap on any of our screens and it will let you zoom in, see someone a bit bigger than what they are when the four are showing. Just look at all of those pieces poured by the man himself. So I did just want to point that out. I really am enjoying your backdrop tonight, buddy.
Cheers, mate. It was just I just thought I'd put a bit of eye candy out, but I'm more impressed with the 3D print, the big logo done by Nerd. Check that out. That big logo in the back. It's all right. I can't turn round. Well, I can, but I might lose the mic. Hold on. That there.
Yeah.
It's printed. That's a 3D print, so it's a big like logo. I don't know what you call it.
Really?
Logo pan. Yeah, 3D printed by Nerd. Yeah, it's just absolutely fabulous. So I was like, right, got to get that out, and we'll have some fun, and we'll put that out. So just wicked
That
stuff. Thank you.
It looks
Thanks,
really
mate.
nice, and the red really stands out with the white backdrop and all the stack of social stickers, and of course that you've got so many beautiful silver pieces there. And I do want to say on that note, these boxes here, that's a 1 ounce silver bar storage box. Those are for storing the vintage British coinage. So the pre-decimal, I've got half crowns in there, florins in there, and shillings in there, and they were all made by Nerd UK. So shout out to Nerd UK. Does a fantastic job with his 3D printing, and for me personally, he is the go-to guy. And I really appreciate the stuff that he makes. So thank you so much, Nerd. And once again, love the backdrop, Silverpunk. So 2 things, guys. Moving on. I have obviously got my first question for you, Sandy. But before I did that, I wanted to take this time now. Obviously, you've just hit a really impressive milestone on YouTube, mate. Well done again on hitting 250 subscribers. It is a big achievement. You'll only ever hit it once, and these achievements at the start of your journey are very special. You let me know beforehand that you have an announcement to make for a giveaway that you're doing. I would like to hear more about that, please.
That's right. Thank you, mate. 250 subscribers, and it's a testament to the community, to the guys in the chat. Honestly, they just it's brilliant what they do. The way it's like a force of nature. The way they descend on these live streams, and it happened again yesterday. TSC was doing a live with Vegas Stacker, and as usual, the whole gang just descended down on the stream. We all started sharing each other's links for our channels, and I must have grown by about 14 subscribers just in one day, just because I was there and I was part of the stream and everyone was sharing it for me. It really is a force of nature, the way the guys in the chat do that to absolutely all of us. We've seen multiple benchmarks hit while during a live stream. It's just amazing the way it happens. It's such a unique community. But yeah, I have just hit 250, so I'm going to give a little giveaway away. I'll probably do this by means of a duck race next week, as is the custom. I'll just go through a couple of I've got a little bit of a bundle together from my stack here. It's not much, but there's a few bits, a couple of little bits of silver in there. Trying to hit every box really. Sorry, the dog's just attacking me leads. Move away, dog. Sorry about that. Okay, so the first, I've got my leads trailing across the living room, and if she pulls at them, she's gonna pull my phone off. So I've got to be careful. But yeah, the first item in the giveaway is this. So that's a 1/10 ounce Britannia.
Nice.
My only one. As I say, it's not much, but it's 999 silver. So that'll be going in there. I've got a 1936 shilling, which is 500 silver, 50% silver. So that ticks the pre-decimal box. That's off TSC. I think that came from his duck race.
Nice.
so that can go in the bundle. This one came from a good friend of mine and last week's special guest, Jump In With Silver. Just like to give a big shout out to Jump In With Silver here, because when I first joined the community, he just reached out to me. He saw a couple of my videos, liked what I was doing, and he just reached out to me in a private message, and he said, I'm going to send you a few bits of copper. It's not much, Sandy, he said, but really like what you're doing. I really like your honesty and your realness, is what he told me. And he just said, I'm going to send you a few bits. He sent me some stickers and some poker chips, and he sent me a few copper rounds, just to which I've been using in my sort of video set, stood up to give it a little bit of colour ever since. So I picked up one of these as well from a giveaway. So yeah, I'm going to put one of them in. It's a bit of an eagle, this one. A bit of an American coin, I think. I'm not too sure what it is, to be honest.
Lovely. Just a
nice
quick
coin.
shout out, Sandy, to Jump In, who was last week's special guest. It was a brilliant episode. It is uploaded on my YouTube channel. If you did miss it, so much fun, and he does a lot for the community as well. So shout out to Jumping Into Silver. And yeah, is there more in this giveaway, Sandy?
There's a couple more bits, yeah. So I've got the customary 1 gram Valacambi. That'll go in there. I've also got this tiny. This was a giveaway. I'm going to lose it sooner or later. You can see it up at the screen there. So I'm going to that's a tiny little 0.5 gram piece of silver shot that was sent to me for a giveaway. It's just basically like a ball bearing. But there you go. If I keep it in my box, it's going to go missing. So I'm going to throw that in there as well. The final coin I've got this Churchill nickel, which is a bit of an old world coin. It's a copper nickel, I think. It's not got any silver value, but it's a lovely little coin of good old Winnie. You can see there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the precious metals. And I've also just doubled up on a couple of bits of community stuff. So I've got a True Legend. I've got 2 of these True Legend poker chips. Got a few. Here's one we want. This is BBA. We all love BBA. I hope your hand's all right, mate.
Oh yeah.
So
BBA.
I've got 2 of your poker chips.
Yeah.
BBA. So that
Sending love to BBA. I hope you're doing good, mate. We're all thinking of you.
Yeah, you better get
I
yourself
was telling
to ED.
Danny that he hurt himself. Sorry, Nemo, go on.
No, I'm just saying he better get his backside to ED, or I'm gonna come track him down and break his other wrist.
Nemo. Go on, Sandy.
I was telling Danny that BBA had hurt himself last night or this morning. First thing she said to me, "What did he fall off his bike?" So yeah. So I've also got a BBA sticker. Nemo, I've got 3 of these that you sent me, so I'm going to throw that in my giveaway bundle. This is one of Nemo's business cards. You sent me a few of them last week on his mail call. Absolutely lovely picture of him and his dad, Side Sound Man.
Brilliant.
Another good creator from the community, Self-Ahordian, sent a load of these fantastic stickers out. He sent me 2 of them. I've got one on my box, so I'm going to send the second one out in the bundle. And that's about it, yeah. So a couple of bits of community stuff that I've doubled up on, and the coins that I've just showed you. So that'll be next week's 250 giveaway. It's 250 sub giveaway.
Wow. Well, I have to say, mate, that's very generous. There's a lot in that giveaway, and it's there you go, guys. And just quickly, Sandy, before I move on to the question, how is it people are going to be able to enter that? Is that going to be through a video on your channel, is it?
Yes, I'll probably make the video up as soon as I've finished here. Get it out on my channel. It'll just be comment the magic word on the video.
Okay.
I tell you what, let's give the chat a challenge. Let them come up with my magic word tonight for my giveaway.
Okay.
Video.
Well, I'll tell you what, because how about this, Sandy? That's a great idea. Chat, when we focus on the chat and we're all watching it on the segment afterwards, that will be the time to post it, and we'll keep a lookout then for the special words. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Yeah. So when we focus on the chat, guys, if you've got any ideas for a magic word for Sandy's giveaway, post it then. But we're going to move on, Sandy. We've got plenty of questions to get through. We want to focus on the chat. And don't forget, we've got a juicy giveaway to get through. So, Sandy, my first question for you, my good friend, and I wanted to ask you, Stacking whilst working full-time isn't always easy. I want to know what got you into it and what drives you to keep adding to your stack no matter what life throws at you.
Great question, Craven. Stacking while working isn't always easy, as you know. The 1 ounce a week plan, it's not as easy as it sounds. Some weeks are tougher than others. You know, sometimes you've just got commitments in life. It is a bit difficult. I've kept up with it and then some so far, but as you may know, I've got a holiday coming up, so 1 ounce a week has been shelved for a couple of months. I'll have a bit of catching up to do after the holiday. But what got me into it? That was a bit of a multiple question there, wasn't it? What got me into it? Bit of a tricky one. So it was a bit of a slow burner last year. I went to Morocco with my partner Danny. We visited Marrakesh and the Medinas, all the souks and the markets. Absolutely wonderful, fantastic place, very vibrant. And part of their one of their big trades out in the souks in Marrakesh is silver. Now I've actually prepared this for you because I knew this question was going to come up. Because me and my partner we visited the silver traders, and we managed to pick up this bracelet. If you can see it on the screen, this is sterling silver. There are hundreds of these souks and markets within the Medina selling sterling silver jewellery in Marrakesh, and they basically start off at spot price and you sort of haggle them down from spot price. I think we picked this up for 60% of spot price, and it's a lovely piece of jewellery. I don't know how well you can see it on my camera, but it's got 3 gems in the front of it there which slide across from left to right, and we bought this for Danny while we were away. And I think when I returned home after buying that bracelet, I started picking up on various YouTube channels. I can be a bit of a doom scroller of an evening. Sorry, the dog's barking. I can be a bit of a doom scroller of an evening with YouTube. And I come across that video, the one particular video. I'm sure you've all seen it. I can't remember the fella's name. But the guy who does the book, is it Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Robert Kawasowski.
That's the fella. And you know the video where he's holding a piece of silver up and he says, everybody in the world can afford this. You know, go out and buy yourself, you know, it's the best investment anyone can make, buy yourself a silver coin.
Yeah.
And that was the video that sort of, you know, with the Morocco trip fresh in my mind and the bracelet that I bought and you know, what a fantastic holiday I'd had and that memory, that sent me down the rabbit hole, really. I ended up finding all of the same YouTube channels that I'm sure we've all watched. Silver Dragons from the States, plenty of others. I particularly love watching pouring videos. I think there's something about those pouring videos when you see that molten metal pouring out of those. Silverpunk knows what I'm talking about. I love watching his videos. It's the pour cam. It's the pour cam, that moment. And Silverpunk slows it right down and does the slow-mo with all the sound. Oh, I love that. I love that. It gives me that feeling like, you mentioned Lord of the Rings. It makes me feel like I'm a dwarf warrior stood around an anvil creating some kind of magic weapon.
Right.
You know, or you know, I've seen in The Hobbit where all the metal, all the gold just melts and starts washing down the mountain. Oh, it's just something about that. It's something ancient inside you that it stares. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of that medieval sort of like Viking feeling inside you. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I started watching all these videos, the pouring videos, the stacking videos, all of it. And and I ultimately sort of found 365 videos as well. And I just, the more I watched them, the more I thought this makes sense. And it makes sense for me because I'm going to give you a little bit of background on myself now. Hopefully you know this. I've been a little bit open about my past. I have a little bit of an issue with my mental health, and I have a cannabis addiction. I'm starting to be a little bit more open about that now, mainly down to Stackers Social and just seeing a lot of other people struggle with similar issues. And I think it's something that brings and that they sort of come into that point in their life where they're sort of trying to change their ways a little bit, and it's like how I've reached the age of 43. I've got nothing to show for a life of hard work. How can I change this round? How can I give myself a bit of security for the future? And watching all these stacking videos just kind of inspired me that's the way I'm gonna do it. Because if I put money into a bank, I'll spend it. But if I buy a silver coin each week and then just stick it in a box and forget about it, I'm from the banks. That's a motivation for a lot of stackers is they don't trust the banks and they like money sort of physically where they're able to get their hands on it. I'm locking the money away from myself as well in a very real way. So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess the
And
motivation really.
I think Sandy, you've detailed a lot of points there, mate. So I enjoyed listening to all of them, and I'll pick up on a few that stood out to me personally, and I'm sure others in there. Firstly, I appreciate your honesty and being open with everyone about your struggles, your personal challenges, and how stacking fits into that, and plans for a better future. I think whatever situation we are all in life, the reason for stacking can be slightly different from person to person.
Yeah.
But it's all with a long term goal of having a better situation, than what we're in now. And when you mentioned about the excitement, you spoke about Lord of the Rings, the real sort of passion and getting excited for it, like Silverpunk pouring the metals with the slow cam and stuff, which I love too. I think there is a shared fascination with this stuff here because life's short, guys. It is short. Have fun, and this here. I mean, I might be wrong, but this is timeless. This will outlive us, and we look at our cash in the bank, as you mentioned, Sandy. A lot of people don't trust it, and it's understandable why. And with inflation and banks printing money and governments printing money, the value of the money in your bank is just going down and down. It's losing value. Whereas this stuff, it's a hedge against inflation, and it stands strong throughout all the chaos, along with your gold and stuff like that. And I think it's great what you're doing. I think setting small, achievable targets with the 1 ounce a week every week is a great strategy. And you've done so well so far, mate. I know you're slightly ahead of your actual target. So I do want to say well done. And also, it's a pleasure to have you as also part of this amazing community within Stacker Social. We touched on this briefly last time with jumping. Mental health is not something to fear talking about. It's something that I encourage if people are struggling, you're not alone. Everyone here, we have a shared passion, the excitement, the fun. Sometimes psychosocial is an escape for everyone, right? It's a happy place. And I want this Sunday to be a happy place for every single person, just to have a laugh. It's not about the giveaways or anything else. It's just to have some fun, something to look forward to. But just to reiterate a message, Sandy, that I said last time, and I don't know if I've lost Sandy actually, but I'll just quickly say this. If anyone at all wants someone to speak to, my door is always open. And this community is a great place to find supporting friends and people with all different backgrounds, with a similar goal at different points in their personal journey. And once again, I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm sorry, Nemo, if you wanted to say something during that. It was just a very important message. I'm just going to quickly bring Sandy back in. I don't know what happened. Maybe his dog chewed all of his wires. Let me just bring him back in before we finish that point. I've invited you back, Sandy, mate. Just see if you can join. But yeah, very important points, guys. And this community is one that, from my own experience, I'm sure Silverpunk, Nemo, Sandy will all agree. It's a very supportive community. And when you're feeling this way, just know, most importantly, that you are not alone. And this is an open space with a lot of great people. So, Sandy, are you back, buddy?
Sorry about that. Yeah, my phone went. I think it overheats when I'm on these Discords, but
That's okay,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm back. Sorry, I missed a fair bit of what you said there, but I kind of got the gist of it. So yeah, I am back.
No problem, mate. It was more just reiterating what you've said, and just putting the message out there to everyone that it's, there's an open space. My door's always open, and just encouraging people who are struggling just to speak. Reach out to anyone within here. There's lots of great people, and also just saying thank you for the detailed answer. One thing I do just want to pick up on from it, though, you mentioned the excitement. Silverpunk makes some fantastic videos, guys. He really does, and he's so skilled at what he does. I am also one of the people that loves the slow-mo paw cam, the fast-forwarded hammer, and I've got to take a second here, guys, because the other day, Silverpunk, you released an absolute whopper of a video, probably your biggest project you've done since you took this new venture into pouring and dedicated essentially your life to your passion. Would you like to tell everyone a little bit more about that video, that project? Because I personally would like to hear more about it.
It was hell. No, it was no, it's just that big pour that I did, and I had to obviously document it and do the video, but it took me a lot longer to do than I was expecting because things cropped up and it was getting the silver and it was doing this, that, and the other. And it was one of them. It was like, why the hell am I doing this? Halfway through, I was just like, why am I doing? What am I doing? But in the end, it turned out all right. And as you say, I've done the video, and I really tried my best on to make that video. So it was interesting to see how how it come out in the end. Watching the video back, because obviously I recorded it over such a long time period. You kind of forget what you'd done in the beginning. So when I was putting it all together, I was like, oh yeah, I had a really bad day that day when I was doing that, and then the next day it'd be really good. I'd get some good pours out. So no, cheers, mate. Thanks for watching and mentioning it. Yeah, it was great fun.
And that was uploaded the other day on Silverpunk's channel. So if you haven't already, honestly, that is definitely one worth checking out. And I actually, when we were doing some test runs for how we're going to run the giveaway, myself and Nemo had a call earlier, and we both resonated over a couple of things that you do in your videos, Silverpunk. And it's the authenticity is one, and another thing is the powerful messages / quotes that you come up with, which is not always just about what you're doing and your challenges. As Nemo will probably add something on here, it's about not, that message of not quitting, not giving up when things get hard. And we think that was very important and something powerful that you put across in your video, along with, the amazing pieces of art that you're creating. You'd agree with that, wouldn't you, Nemo?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you've just taken the words straight out of my mouth there. I think the core message behind your videos, mate, is never give up, push through. There's always going to be doubts, but at the end of the day, taking a step forward is better than taking a step back. And I think it's a powerful message, and keep up the good work, brother. That is an amazing pour and an amazing achievement, and I can't wait to see where you go from here.
Oh, thank you, mate. And I will be honest with you guys now. I'm kind of I do that type of thing. I'll be totally honest with you. I do that type of thing because I just want to leave something. Yeah, this can sound really crap now and corny, but it's more for my daughters than for you guys. Yeah. I just want to leave them a little bit of something that they don't really realise what I'm doing, but it's in there, so they hopefully can learn the lessons down the line when they come to watch it back, because they're not interested at the moment. They just, they'll watch. They think it's cool that Daddy's got a YouTube channel and that. Yeah. But hopefully, when they're a bit older and they watch stuff back, hopefully some of this stuff they'll take some of it on board. So that's why I put that type of stuff in to give them a boost, kind of thing.
Yeah,
100%.
If I make Silverpunk, I'd just like to. I've told you this before in chat. Without your positive messages on your videos, Working Class Stacks, my channel, it wouldn't exist. It was one of your videos that I was sitting there late at night stewing over the idea of whether I should sort of do this YouTube thing. It seemed like, what am I doing? Nobody wants to watch my videos. I'm just stacking 1 ounce a week. Nobody really cares. And just, having that little bit of self-doubt and whether I should get started. And just at that moment that I was having those feelings, I clicked one of your videos, and it was just a positive message about, and you were saying, if you never start, the difference between people who achieve and people that don't is the people that start. and the people that think about starting. And I was sitting there and thinking, this is exactly what I needed to hear at this moment. And the following day, I got my phone out and I got my 5 coins out and I started filming videos, and the rest is history. And here I am with 250 subscribers. So, you know, you're a real inspiration to me personally, mate. So keep it up.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, and that's what it's all about. It's you know, we all have bad days. I mean, of course, I do. We're only human, but you just got to push on through. It's like I've been, you know, YouTube's just been doing my head in for the last month. It's literally been doing my head in, but you just got to keep going and just do what you believe's right, and you'll find your own tribe and that. So no, brilliant, Sandy. Just keep on at it. Lovely.
So much love in this right now, and yeah, massive respect for what you're doing, Silverpunk. I've had so much fun following your journey, Sandy, and of course following your journey as well, Nemo. And I want you to verify this because I'm very proud of it. But Nemo, I was your first subscriber. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. You were followed closely behind by BBA, I believe.
BBA. It honestly, when it comes to anything, when it comes to speed, there's one man in this community who wins, 99 out of 100 times, and that is the legendary BBA. And you know what, BBA? I take my hat off to you, but there's one thing I did beat you on. I was Nemo's first subscriber, and look, Nemo, you're at 150 now, mate. So just on this topic of encouragement and appreciating people's achievements, and actually, like Sandy said, in that moment of needing that inspiration, it's the difference between people that start or think about starting. Great point to make from one of Silverpunk's videos. You started and you're doing great, mate. So to all of you here, keep going. And everyone in the audience, those that do make content, keep going. There's loads of you and it's great. We've got an active community. Those that are maybe listening and thinking about making content, all I would say on that is, from someone who's recently started and I'm having so much fun, regardless of the numbers, just make one video. That's a challenge I'm setting for you. If you're someone here listening now and we've all been there. Oh, I love this. I'm thinking of making just one video. I challenge you to just make one video. Doesn't have to be long, could be 2 minutes. Make one video and see where it takes you. Because if you don't, you'll never know. But it's so much fun. And that's what I would say. So yeah, once again, some great questions, some really interesting talking points, and just in the chat, something I picked up on our good old friend Rex, who does drop a good cheeky comment here or there, and I do find them amusing. I just wanted to respond to it. He said, "Don't forget your nephew Craven at Silverpunk." Rex, I promised I wouldn't go down that route. I can't control Nemo, but I did respectfully promise Silverpunk I wouldn't say the P word. So yeah, I wanted to acknowledge it, but I'm not doing that. I'm being nice to Silverpunk. But guys, this is a lovely conversation. Guys in the chat, we will move to you very shortly. We have a few more questions to go, and I want to move back to Nemo. What's your second and I believe last question for Sandy, please?
So Sandy, say the price of an ounce of silver shoots to the moon. Will you be swapping your flat cap for a monocle and top hat?
Will I swap my top hat for a monocle and top hat if silver shoots to the moon? No. Absolutely not. No way, never. The flat cap is part of who I am, Nemo.
Love it, mate.
It is part of it. I feel naked without my flat cap. I can't leave the house without it. I hate this time of year because it's too hot to wear my flat cap, and I've got it on like when I'm leaving the house, but in work and stuff, I've got to take it off because it's just too hot. No, absolutely not. No way, never.
Yeah, I love that.
Nothing on this planet could ever convince me to part with my flat cap or my flat cap collection. But I suppose what you're asking there, just to move the conversation on a bit, if silver shot to the moon, we all as silver stackers sort of want to see that spot price rise. I think I'm probably the only one that doesn't. Not yet, anyway. I'm too early in my journey.
100%.
I'm with you, Sandy.
It's
I don't want it to go anywhere. Lower.
Let me keep buying. Let me keep buying
Yeah.
for the next 20 years, and then as soon as I decide to sell, then it can shoot to the moon, you know. But obviously, it's working class stacks. I'm collecting 1 ounce a week. I'd rather it just stay where it was for now,
Yeah.
because it's affordable to me. And you know, if it were to go up by like £10 an ounce or £15 an ounce, it might come to the point where 1 ounce a week just isn't on my radar, isn't affordable to me. So yeah, as long as it just creeps up and it doesn't shoot to the moon, then I'll be happy. With my flat cap still on, firmly in place.
I think it's quite a juxtaposition for this community, because we both want to see silver do well, but we also want it not to do well so we can buy more. It's very strange.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Sorry,
it all
Sandy.
depends on. Yeah, sorry, go on, Craven.
No, mate, go on, go on.
Well, I suppose it all just depends on how the premium would react on fractional silver if spot price did go up. Bit of a long-winded conversation to have, really. But you know, as we know, fractional silver comes with a bit of a premium. If spot price were to go to the moon, as you say, would that premium hold, or would the sellers be forced to drop the premium so that there is still an affordable option out there for because at the end of the day, you're still investing the money. Whether you're investing £28 into an ounce or whether you're investing £28 into half an ounce, it's still £28 invested. So it doesn't really make much difference. But you know, it's the premium, isn't it? You know, the smaller you go, the more premium you're paying. If the premium reacts and the premium goes up in a percentage equal to that of the spot price, then it's going to become unaffordable as silver shoots to the moon. But if premium would react in a way where it starts to level out, then the investment's still affordable, and it doesn't really make all that much difference, really.
See, I don't mind the premium as such. What I mind is the tax. I really don't agree with it, but again, that's a different topic. We could be here all night talking about that, but
Yeah, Nemo, it's a good point to make. I think because I'm subscribed on YouTube to a lot of the American guys that I find really interesting. They have a totally different situation, and when they're making videos saying, "Oh, I've just been to the local coin store or coin dealer and I picked up 10 eagles at $1 less than spot," or whatever it may be, I'm thinking, yeah, I just went on this website and a Britannia where spot's £28.50, a Britannia's 34 quid. And I'm like, oh, God, what? You know? But it is a topic for another time because there's so much detail with that. But yeah, a really good question, Nemo, and a really good answer, Sandy, as well. And my personal input on that would be, when I'm buying silver, I hope it's really low during a dip in the spot price. And then when I'm holding and not buying, because I'm not buying much at the moment, some of you may know I'm saving for a gold sovereign. But when I'm holding, I hope the price goes to the moon. And yeah, one day it will be great to see you buy that, that monocle. But before we move on to a question from Silverpunk, I do just want to quickly give out a shout out to Ian Attenbury and say thank you for joining us. Connoisseur of red wine. I'm having a glass of red wine. Thank you for joining us, Ian. Ian loves his red wine. He loves his silver, and he's in the audience. So thank you, mate. You're always here every Sunday. That's a glass to you. So, Silverpunk, do you have a question for our special guest?
I do, and it's funny that he was just talking about premiums and going to the moon and stuff. But Sandy, if you had to convince a friend to start stacking, and you could only use one of the pieces from your stack, from your collection, you couldn't say any words. All you could do was just hand them the piece of silver. Which piece of silver you're handing them and why?
I think that would be quite an easy answer, based upon the fact that if you look at my camera right now, it is front and center. It would be this piece here. This is my favourite piece. It's the only bar that I've got. That's the Battle of Britain bar in the assay. It really stirs my blood. this piece. You got the white cliffs of Dover in the background. It's it's representative of something that we all know and feel as Brits, that wartime history. And I just think it's beautiful and it's striking, and the fact that it's in its sort of original packaging. That would be the most striking piece, I think. If I had to hand something over to someone and say, what do you think? That would be it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you said that, Bar, because obviously you know what I do with these type of things. But that's when that come out, I was like, oh, that is lovely. That is what a bar that is, and I was like, I can't do that. And for some reason, I just couldn't do it. And I was like, there's no way I could deface that, because it's such, like you say, it's got a meaning to it. That one, hasn't it? It's something.
That was my next
British
question,
about it.
Pong.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna. No. It was only a thought at the moment follow up. I was gonna say I agree with Sandy. Right, the Battle of Britain 1 ounce bars from the Royal Mint are stunning. I've got one myself, low mintage, really nice traditional British bar, which I know Sandy likes his British stuff. I was gonna say, would two sides of the question? Would Sandy send that to you to be defaced, and on the other side, Silver Punk, would you deface a Battle of Britain?
Oh, I couldn't. No, not at all. No way in the world could I do that. I couldn't do it. It's. I don't know what. It's a bit like. You just couldn't do it, could you? I can't explain it. I don't know whether it's because I'm an Englishman. I'm a proud Englishman, and that it's just like something I couldn't do. I just couldn't deface.
Sorry to interject, Silverpunk, but I'm afraid if you're not willing to do it to that, can I just ask, how can you just explain yourself? How could you deface a Little John? Can we just take a moment here?
Because he wasn't
I paid
real.
a lot of money to do it.
I know you got paid handsomely, but I speak to you regularly, which is a pleasure, by the way. But when I've spoken to you recently, I remember on one of our calls, I said, well, Silverpunk, you'd never do that to a Little John, would you? And you said, no. A couple of weeks later, see a video on CL4 Hordian's channel. Oh, look at this, graded 70 Little John, which Silverpunk has defaced.
See, to be
I need
fair,
explanations, buddy.
to be fair,
And I felt.
oh, sorry, Paul.
Go on, Nemo.
To be fair, the Battle of Britain actually happened. Silver John? Little John is a myth. Was he real? I don't think so.
Nemo, come on. Just help me out here, please.
I've wanted to get two on the way to Silverpunk. I'm doing you a favour. I'm bringing the Minties figures down.
What, Little John?
I think.
I felt so bad. I felt so bad lying to you when you asked me about it, and I was
No,
like,
you didn't. You
was
set
like,
your back
this is terrible.
and was like,
yeah, I
think
felt so bad.
I think you asked Punk the wrong question there, because you said to him, would you ever deface the Battle of Britain bar? And he said no. And then you asked him about the Little John, and he said he got paid a lot of money. So I guess the right question is, Punk, how much would it take for you to deface the Battle of Britain bar? Every man has their price, Punk.
Sometimes money isn't enough. That one couldn't touch that one. Don't ask me why. I don't know. It just couldn't do it. Just wouldn't do it. No matter what. You could say £1,000 and I wouldn't do it. It's just some stuff's sacred, isn't it? Some stuff you can't do.
well,
Yeah, I feel that way about this one. I'm just going to show you this on screen now. This is my Gaia Sopper Brit.
Yeah, I've got
this
one
to
of
me is real history. It's a lot like the Tillua coins that have come out at the moment. This stayed at the bottom of the ocean for over 70 years and was dredged up in 2013. It's got a great story behind it. The Gaia Sopper was sunk in World War II. It was on its way to Liverpool, which is where I live. A lot of history, involved in that. And it's only a quarter ounce, but yeah, there's. I mean, I won't even take this packaging off the off the DVD that comes with it. I mean, we talk about the history involved in the Battle of Britain bar, but it's still a brand new, mass-produced piece. Whereas this, to me, this guy a Sopper one, that's real history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's got a long story behind it. The same as the pre-decimal stuff, the wartime stuff that I like to collect off TSC. You know, that to me is real history of a real story. Thinking about the you know, it might have been soldiers' wages, that if it's wartime issue. You know,
Exactly.
it might have been recovered from a unfortunate soldier who never made it home. You know, it's just, I like to wonder about, you know, how many pockets it's been in the 100+ years that it's been in
It's
circulation and
fascinating.
stuff like that.
Especially the soldiers, that if they got into trouble, they were given little boxes with, I believe, gold sovereigns to sort of pay their way out of trouble. And some people still have the original boxings with the original sovereign. Those kind of things I find amazing. And just on that topic, by the way, Silverpunk, of the you know, the Little John thing and all that, it is all laughs and giggles, right? I just particularly like that coin. I also really do appreciate the art of what you did with Your Four Hordians. I want that to be known. I have a laugh and a joke with the Little John thing, guys, but in reality, and you can confirm this, Silverpunk, I did send you a message saying I know a laugh and joke, but I'm actually quite envious of that defaced Little John. And maybe I'd like one in the future. But just to remind everyone, as you know, and I know this is a cheeky plug, but since there is a man in the audience here that this is relevant to, I wanted to mention this, okay? So my target since I started in April on YouTube is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. If I do that, I will get a tattoo, which I'll let you guys decide.
Ooh.
However, if I don't do it, we did a poll on last week's episode, and I can't remember who set the poll up, but it was decided that if I don't hit it, I have to get a puzzle made of Little John. So since the coin cutter is in the house, I just wanted to give you a heads up, mate. If I don't get there, I will be contacting you to arrange sending my good friend Little John to be cut up into a puzzle. And by the way, I absolutely love your work. I would just be really sad to have this bad boy cut up. But shout out to the coin cutter. I do love what you're doing, and I'm going to have to get something from you, my friend. And thank you for joining in on today's podcast. Really interesting questions. And I believe, guys, it's my turn for a question. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, go on.
Okie Right. So, Sandy, if you had to dress up as one of your coins or bars for Halloween, which one are you picking, and how ridiculous is the costume?
Are you just plugging that
very
you're dressing
ridiculous.
like Little John?
Little John, yeah. Oh, that's really tricky because I haven't got the greatest range yet. I mean, what options have I got? Battle of Britain bar, Spitfire pilot, I suppose. There's a couple. I mean, the King, the Queen. A little bit of context here, guys. I'm taller than your average bear. I'm 6'5", and I'm built like a twig, so I look every inch of it. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't I look like an absolutely ridiculous kookaburra if you stuck a kookaburra outfit on me with my I mean, people call me Lurch all the time. That's one of my favourite nicknames. So, you know, just to sort of set the image of what I might look like dressed like a kookaburra. I'd look like flipping Big Bird off Sesame Street, wouldn't I?
I love it.
So yeah, I guess I'd go with that. I guess I'd go with the Big Bird costume.
That's a good answer, mate. And I had to add in I have got another funny question. Is there any other questions from Silverpunk or Nemo at all?
No, I think yeah, I've covered my ones.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. I've got one more question, and then we're going to move on to the chat before we move on to the giveaway. So, Sandy, I've got another question, and I've made this one up for a bit of fun. So, everyone in the chat, I hope you like this one. Sandy's had a couple of days, if not more, to prepare for this. It is a weird one, but I'm going to set the context. So, Sandy, Hollywood is making a movie about your DAC. I want to know who plays your favorite coin or bar, and what's the plot?
Well, I don't know how somebody would play a coin or a bar, but I think a good answer to that is something that I've already mentioned. I mean, wouldn't the story of the Gaia Sopper be a fantastic war story? the sinking of the ship, and
Yes.
maybe you could do a sequel of the dredging of it many years later. It'd be a good war story, wouldn't it? You know, a ship full of silver, sort of on its way to Liverpool, sort of waylaid at Galway because of weather, and then taken off again and getting sunk by a U-boat on its tragic tale, never reaching its destination. That'd be a good war film, wouldn't it? I suppose. Who'd play my favourite? But well, I
It
suppose.
would.
I think I guess to pick the captain of the Gaia Sopper would be the star of that film, wouldn't it? I guess because Gaia Sopper is
Yeah.
such a hard word to say, how about the star of the show would be Benedict Cumberbatch, because that's such a hard thing to say as well. So yeah, how about that? Benedict Cumberbatch as the captain of the Gaia Sopper in a Hollywood movie about the sinking of the Gaia Sopper way back in 1939 or whatever it was.
I love it, Sandy. I think if Hollywood are listening, Benedict Cumberbatch, I think that's a really good lineup. And if you heard me laugh, Sandy, during that, I wasn't laughing at you. That's a great answer. It's just the good old Rex in the chat he strikes again, and he said, "Why do these questions sound like they came from Blind Date with Cilla Black?" I don't know. I thought it was good questions, Rex. Okay, come on. But look, Sandy, thank you for answering. We have, yeah. Thank you for answering my questions, Silverpunk's questions, and Nemo's questions. But everyone on the live panel, do you think it's time that we move on to the chat to see what they want to ask to Sandy, to Silverpunk, to Nemo, or to me? What do you think?
Can I jump in?
Sounds good.
So we've done one of the mole bopping. We need another two for the giveaway.
That's a very good point, Nemo. I wasn't sure whether you wanted to leave it to the end, but your wish is my command. So, everyone in the audience right now, if I'm correct, there is 31. Have you got a list of the 31, Nemo?
I certainly do, and we're ready to go.
Take it away, mate. Everyone that's in those 31 right now who is live, you are in this, and I am going to... Do you know what? If it's okay with you guys, I want to pick a mole. Is that okay? You can put yes in the chat, no in the chat. You know, what do you guys think on the panel? Can I pick a mole?
Rigged. That's all I'm going to say.
Rigged.
Hashtag rigged. Of course it's rigged. Of course. Here we go. Will says yes. Chloe says yes. Silverpunk says rigged. Teacher's not seen this before. I know we're trying to do something a little bit different. Miss Stacking with Craven's got an image of Little John. Whack-a-mole. Rigged.
Knows the score. She knows the score.
Oh,
Knows all about you.
Why does that
Do
look
you know
like
what
a...
the settle is like?
That looks like a
Go on,
diglet.
mate. It does. But guys in the chat, 10-second flash. Be quick on the fingers. Just say, we'll do it this way. I'm starting from left to right, just to be clear to the VAR official, Silverpunk. But left is showing as number 2. Mid, so left to right, 1, 2, or 3. Ignore the numbers on screen. On the left is 1, middle is 2, on the right is 3. Start typing some numbers. I'll get a gist of what you're going. So we've got 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Right, I'm going with 3. Nino, bot number 3. It's not rigged. I'll let the chat choose. Number 3.
3, 2, 1.
Who is it?
Sai the sound.
Oh, it's
Sai the
rigged. Come on.
sound.
No, not having it. No, not having this at all. This is ridiculous.
Do you know what the thing is, right?
Ridiculous.
Silverpunk, we'll keep him in it, but I know that Sai would probably say he wouldn't want to be part of the giveaway. I think that's probably what Sai would say. He's a founder. It's definitely rigged.
No, leave him in now. This is rigged. You got to leave him in now.
Right, okay. Do you know what? Sai was in earlier. He's not in currently. I know he's a busy guy. We'll leave him in and we'll see what he says. So we've got Ninja and Sai. So guys, there's going to be one more Bopper Mole, which will decide the third person to go into the final 3, where Nemo, we're going to do a spinny wheel to decide the winner, aren't we?
We also, yep. Just putting Sai's name in.
Yeah. Putting Sai's name in. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant. Right.
Or should
We'll
we...
try different things for giveaways. We will, guys.
Yeah.
This is something new and fun, so let me know if you like it. But the panel is open, whatever you want to say. But guys, Oh, hang on. Diaxis says, Craven says, I want to pick the mole, then uses chat. Well, look, I said I want to pick the mole, and then everyone said hashtag rigged. So, I'm just trying to please everyone, But, guys, this segment now, for however long we want to chat for, good old Chinwag, it's about the chat. So I encourage you now, if you've got a question for anyone in the panel, special guest Sandy Millington, put it in the chat. And we can start straight off the bat with Villainous Bounty. Thank you for tuning in, VB, my good friend. Question for Sandy. I'll flip Nemo's question. If silver went to less than £20 an ounce, would that delete your one a week strategy? Good question.
Ooh.
It wouldn't delete my 1 ounce a week strategy. It would boost it. It would probably be going up to 2 ounces a week because that's what I could afford.
Yeah. So the same sort of budget, but you just get more for it. Essentially, is that a fair answer to the question?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my budget is what my budget is, which is why I was saying earlier, if silver price was to go to the moon, it might become unaffordable on my budget. But if it was to go down, it'd just mean I could afford to buy more. And then, obviously, then we're hoping at some point in the future that it shoots up to the moon and we make our money back. But yeah, that simply be the answer. Is I'd just buy more for my money.
Fair enough. That's a really good answer.
Worry you. With the price dropping, it wouldn't worry you. You just power on through. You'd go, no, I'm getting more for the money. I'm not worried about it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe it might make me lean more towards collecting rather than weight stacking, just as a natural reaction to the drop in spot price. But yeah, I'd still always want to be picking up my shinies and getting my my little rush of dopamine every time the doorbell goes to the new delivery. And building up my collection. So.
Yeah, great answer and great question. Thank you, VV. Guys, send in questions. This is your time. We are specifically focusing on the chat. So you've been so busy all night. Put some questions in the chat. This is the time it is. There is a question. I think Silverpunk knows where I'm about to go with this. He's already answered it, but you put it in, so we read it out. It's got a few reactions. Ninja. Sorry about this, mate. Silverpunk, are you Craven's uncle?
100%.
No, I'm not. I'm an only child, so it's impossible. So no, this is going to stay forever now, isn't it? It's going to stay forever.
That's
what
your
have you
legacy.
two done? Yeah, out of all the good stuff that I've done on the internet, I'm gonna be known
It's
as Craven's bloody uncle, and that's where it's going to go.
Silverpunk, you're not going to be known as Craven's uncle. I think Nemo. What's the correct term? Because I'm obviously respectfully, I'm not going to say it.
The man from Punko, I think.
Uncle.
I was just going to say Punkle.
Yeah, that was Rex, wasn't it? That's another one I owe him. Yeah. I'll remember all this. I
think Rex is responsible for a few memes and names. Yeah. Rex, bit of a legend, I've got to say. But I mean, I didn't say it. So, but just so you know, if you can keep me on the Christmas card list, it was all Nemo and maybe Rex, but it wasn't me. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be seeing you all, don't you worry.
Can I ask though, right? So I read out the question, but you'd already replied saying, no, he's just a silly boy. What's it all about?
Well, I was just saying no. It's no. Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll move on. Rex, of all people, Rex has got a question. Silverpunk, when you become super rich and famous, will you evolve into gold, Punk? Do you know what? It's a good question. It really is. And I've asked you about gold before. What do you think, Punk?
It's one of those things at the moment. I'll always be Silverpunk because I just absolutely love silver. But somewhere down the line, if you don't know how things are going to turn out, do you? But never say never. But somewhere down the line, if I could do a mass, can you imagine doing a 57 ounce or a 57 ounce gold panel? It'd be wicked, wouldn't it? It'd be wicked. It'd be wicked.
That last project you did, Punk, which is beautiful. I wish I could afford it. I honestly do. How many ounces of silver was that? The panel piece, the 16 panel.
That was 57 ounces.
Yeah,
that is
57
just over
ounces.
57. Yeah, just over.
So Matt, mathematically in gold, I know it's art, so I'm just working out the metal value. That's got to be at least 150 grand, say, plus the piece. You're probably talking that could sell for 500,000
Yeah,
easily.
easy.
If you
It'd
if
be a
you,
lot
if
of
you think
dough.
about it logically,
Yeah.
a gold piece from Silverpunk 16 panel, if that ever happens, it could be 500,000 genuinely.
But you gotta look at it. Look at Damien Hirst's skull with all the diamonds in. That's 20 odd million quid. I think he tried to sell that for.
Wow.
So it all comes down to, you know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if I could get a commission. If someone famous out there, I don't know, Trax or a famous boxer or footballer wants a 57-ounce gold panel. If they pay me the deposit for the gold, it's getting poured. Trust me, and the video will be immense.
Just to mention Silverpunk, because of the nice guy that I am, when that happens, if you want someone in the creator space to do a review on one of your pieces, if you send me a gold piece, we can work out a deal. I'm happy to do it, mate. No problem.
Oh yeah, I'll get it straight out, second class, mate. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, mate, honestly, I can't. Hey, on a serious note, I love the jokes on this is what Sundays is about. But seriously, Silverpunk, I say this to you regularly, mate. You know I do. I can't wait to see where you go. It's such a privilege and an honor to be sharing these moments with you now, which is only a few years into your journey. As an artist, as a craftsman, I can't wait to see where you go. And I asked you the question when you had your special episode, which I hope we can do again, about where you see yourself in, say, 5-10 years. I'm sure a lot of people can agree. I'm so excited, and I'm a fan. I'm a follower. I class you as a friend. Good luck, but I have no doubts you're going places, mate. I really do mean that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, mate. It'll be fun to see, and we're all going to go on the journey together because I'm not going nowhere. So we'll see what happens. Wouldn't it be cool though if all that backdrop, if you could imagine all that lot was gold. If I poured all them in gold, that'd be so cool, wouldn't it?
Do you know
Stop it.
that sounded quite ominous when you said we're all going on the journey together. I had white van and duct tape vibes there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I'm going, if I've got to go through all the hard work, you lot are coming with me. Trust me.
Absolutely, and it would be a pleasure to do so. We have a question for Sandy, guys, in the chat. So Magsy99, thank you for joining us. We've got a question for Sandy from Magsy. So, Sandy, do you actually get 1 ounce a week, or do you get 4 ounces in a month and it just averages out? That's a good question. How do you sort of go about it? Because Silverpunk mentioned before about the cost of delivery, and so did you. Each time you buy, if you're buying it one at a time, how do you go about getting 1 ounce a week when you do that? Great question, Maxi.
Yeah, great question. Thanks, Magsy. Yeah, it is 1 ounce a week. And delivery fees over time are the biggest killer in my stacking plan. And it's just something that I have to really think about when I'm looking at my purchases. There's a couple of good options out there, likes of Silver Trader UK and I don't want to mention too many traders. That's because I'm not being paid to advertise or anything. But yeah, there's a couple of good traders out there that do reduce delivery charges, but they do add up over time. The 1 ounce a week thing, it just really works with mine and Danny's budget. Just to give you a little bit of background on us, we both work full time. We've got no kids. It's just the two of us. We like our holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We do enjoy our lives and go out from time to time. But Danny sort of gets paid monthly from her job, and she sort of covers the sort of monthly costs and the bills and everything. And then I get paid weekly. So we've always got that regular income coming into the bank account on a Friday. I get home early on a Friday. Danny's still working. She works from home. And I'll normally just be sitting here on a Friday waiting for Cobra Stacker to start, and I'll just start flicking through the various sort of traders that I use and Stacker's social marketplace, trying to decide on what coin I'm getting this week, and that's part of the fun. The actual decision making process on a Friday afternoon. Me and Danny both enjoy that, and sometimes it can take us from 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon till till maybe 4 or 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon to really decide on what coin it is that we're buying this week.
Yeah.
Danny has a lot of. Danny has. You don't see much of Danny on the channel, but he does have a lot of input behind the scenes on what we're buying and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned earlier that 1 ounce a week is a lot easier than it sounds, despite the budget. Life does get in the way sometimes, and it's not always possible. And I haven't been super strict with it, but because I'm so blessed to have Danny in my life, because she's just as into this silver stacking thing as I am, and she loves getting the coins every week, and she loves building the collection. So those maybe 3 or 4 occasions where I fell a little bit behind because I haven't been able to get me weekly purchases. Well, when it's come to a monthly pay at the end of the month, she's looked at me and said, right, we're buying some silver then. And I've gone, okay, you want to get a coin, do you? And she's like, yeah, well, maybe 3 or 4 or 5. And we've just gone on a bit of a splurge, and we've caught up, and it's because of that. We haven't just caught up. We've actually managed to get way ahead on the stacking plan. I think I hit my 6-month target 7 weeks early.
Wow.
And that was
Fabulous.
genuinely just down to Danny having the odd little sort of impulsive splurge, and let's buy a load of coins all at once. So I do try to stick to the 1 ounce a week plan, and delivery is the biggest killer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as easy as it sounds. It really isn't. But that is the aim.
Yeah. I think fair play, mate. I love that you've got a sort of a monthly target, a weekly target, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sandy, but you've got a 20-year plan for you and Danny's retirement. And I think after 20 years of stacking 1 ounce of silver a week, if you can stick to that, such as you have over the first 6 months, and you've done very well, I think you will bear the fruits of your labour later on, mate. As all of us stackers, silver, as we know in the UK, there is tax. It's sometimes you're paying a bit of a premium and different things. You can't get it as spot as easily as you can in the US. But depending on how long you're planning on holding, there is potential for future gains. And once again, I reiterate this quite often, and I know a lot of people agree. It's not financial advice, but having your cash invested in a hard asset such as a precious metal, silver or gold, or there is others, but they're the main two in my opinion. It's a hedge against inflation. It's an investment, and it protects you against inflation potentially. Not financial advice, but something to bear in mind. So, a couple of things I want to remind everyone of. I enjoyed listening to that. It's an interesting segment. But guys in the chat, I'm going to read some more questions that I've seen. But also remember, Sandy's doing a giveaway for 250 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And he needs a magic word to decide the winner, which will be put on the comments of that exact video. So please start putting your suggestions in the chat for what that magic word can be, so Sandy can decide what's best.
So,
Sandy, I've got another question for you from the chat. And if you can hear my dog Hovis barking, I do apologize. Did you hear that? No?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
You can hear the dog barking. Okay, cool. I'll ask the question, then I'll mute my mic. He's going mental. But this is just normal. Hovis. Oh, he says silver spots going too high. That's why he's angry. He says silver spots going too high. He said you need to buy now before it shoots to the moon. But Sandy Millington. Okay, Criddle, sorry, from Germany, good to see you, says, Sandy Millington, 20 years later, imagine you have 1,000+ ounces of silver. Every ounce is a different lovely coin. Wouldn't it be difficult to sell them when you needed? I could imagine after a while it will be good to stack like every 5 ounces that are easy to part with. One box, lovely coins, one box, easy to part if needed. I think you've sort of answered that with your idea of stacking Britannias on the side and the rest being more a growing collection of, individual coins. But yeah, good point. What do you think, Sandy?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I did intend to wait stack for that exact purpose, but that was long before I realised just how many wild and wonderful coins there are out there. It's easy to be swayed, isn't it, to buying those unique pieces. But yeah, I totally get that because 20 years, I mean, I already feel attached to them now after 4 months. So once I've had them in my possession for 20 years, I'm not going to want to let them go. I think we probably all feel that way about it. But I would definitely like to diversify it a little bit between. I heard the term coined a while ago on a 365 video where he said he's got his deep stack. Up until that point, I've been calling it the side stack, and I just really like the terminology deep stack. I think side stack sounds a little bit cheap, doesn't it? Like your side chick, you know what I mean? So I prefer the term deep stack. And yeah, I think at some point in the future, I am gonna split the stack between my deep stack, the unique pieces that I love and that have a little bit of a story to them. Like the Czech Lion, which was the 5th coin that I bought. It's not a special coin. There's hundreds of them out there, but I got that in Prague. It was a special memory. That's probably never, ever, ever going to leave my stack because it's a special memory for me and Danny.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally get that, and I think there's going to come a point in my stacking journey, probably the end of year 1 or maybe somewhere in year 2, where I just start to find it a lot harder to get unique coins at a reasonable price because the cheap options have all been sort of bought up and are already in the stack. So when that happens and I'm having to pay higher premiums on like the 95 Kookaburra or whatever, rather than just going out and spending loads of money getting the coin that I want, I'll be sitting and being patient and waiting for the deals on those pieces.
Yeah.
While I go back to a more fundamental plan of stacking by weight and stacking by generic stackable coins. The big 5 coins, probably the Britannias. So that in 20 years, I'll be able to say, right, there's what I want. There's my investment. There's what I want to sort of bring back into my bank account now and go and spend it and enjoy my retirement. And there's my deep stack. That they're the ones that are going to get buried with me, really, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's a collector side. There's a question we spoke about many a time, Sandy, on the first few podcasts that I did with yourself, where a very interesting question is where you would rate yourself on the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, weight stacker and 10 being collector. 5 sort of would sit bang in the middle, which is where I played the safe answer with the bet. But it's nice to collect a variety of different designs. There's so many bullion coins out there, and rounds and different things. But it's hard to not build an emotional attachment to those silver pieces. And I think when it comes to sell, you're naturally going to have your more collectible, desirable pieces that you think, right, this is the pieces I really like. And those other pieces that are solely for weight. So your collection of Britannias, Krugerrands, whatever it may be, Eagles, loads of different things that you can sell in bulk, which is good to stack. And let's give a mention to silver maples. I personally really like the maples. But yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure, and a great answer from a great question. There is actually a question for me, guys. There's a question for me, and it comes from the man from Japan, Jamie Frost, who says, question for Craven. As you all know, I'm saving for a gold sovereign. I don't know how long it will take. It's not easy, but I am saving for a gold sovereign. And Jamie Frost wants to know, what sovereign were you hoping to pick up? Now, I've seen Nemo pick up a gold sovereign recently. He did very well from a best value sovereign. And I believe you picked up, was it a King Eddie one? Was it, Nemo?
It was so, my friend.
Which is that they were only around for what, 9 years, 10 years of those sovereigns. So it's a nice one to get. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful one. That one was a best value pickup, and as you know, I was panicking I was going to get a rose gold. I'm so happy with what I got.
You did really well, my friend, especially from best value because it's the seller's choice. But Jamie Frost, to answer your question specifically and not specifically at the same time, I would honestly take any gold sovereign that wasn't one of the rose gold sort of more copper ones that you see. Just as Nemo mentioned, it probably might be a best value. If you've watched my content, I have a good relationship with a owner of an antique shop called Gary, who owns a company called the Coin Exchange. And when I have the money to buy, he's going to do me a deal on a gold sovereign. And he knows I don't want a rose gold one. So I can't give you a year, Jamie Frost, but I can tell you I just don't want the rose gold ones. Personal preference, nothing wrong with them. They hold the same value. There we go. Any thoughts on that, guys?
I mean, they might be sought after because they were only minted in a limited time. I get that. It's just with the added copper, they just don't look like gold to me. That is personal preference. Light the torches, get the pitchforks, but that's just my personal opinion.
I agree. I agree with you. A sovereign should be yellow gold.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be messed up. It shouldn't be silver. They should never have done a silver one. They're all mint, and they should never have made it rose gold. It should be how it's been like. It's been like it for hundreds of years, so that's how it should be left. That's what a sovereign is: yellow gold.
Yeah. 100%. And when I did last speak to Gary at the Coin Exchange, he told me that from his experience, and I do take a lot of value from what he says because he's been selling coins for over 50 years. He said to me that the best sovereigns that he's held in his hand in terms of color, look, everything. He actually said with the Australian ones. He said the color of the gold. Exactly. Yeah. He said that they are the nicest looking sovereigns. I obviously have never had one in my hand. I don't know. The only sovereigns I've ever held have been British ones. But just food for thought there, guys. But I will be getting a British one. Question from, I'm going to say Crispy, but it's with a CH. So I can't say that. Sorry, Crispy. But thank you for joining. Question I'm going to put this to everyone in the chat apart from myself. Do any of your direct acquaintances, i.e. wives or families, know that you stack? If so, what do they think?
My wife knows I stack. She doesn't know the extent of which I stack. So it'll be a nice surprise for when I finally inevitably get caught and she kills me.
Don't empty the safe. It's just full of or don't open the safe. Sorry, it's full of documents, isn't it, Nemo? Just important documents.
I mean, I've got friends who stack, and they've always said that if in the event that I pass away, they're coming straight to my door and offering my wife what I told her, what I paid for them.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is a point where, and I'd love to hear Silverpunk being a pourer, because I don't know how much you actually stack. And Sandy Milton, I think the question answers itself for you because, you've got Danny who's part of the journey with you. But for me, I will add in here that I'm very fortunate because, as you may know, she's in the audience right now. My partner, Miss Stacking with Craven, my beautiful girlfriend, she is a part of the journey, and that makes it so much more fun for me. And she doesn't have a stack herself or anything like that, but she knows exactly what I've got, exactly what I bought, exactly what I paid for it. And she also randomly gifts me silver as well to help with the journey. So for me personally, yes, my closest acquaintance on this journey, Miss Stacking with Craven, she knows everything and she's fully supportive, and I think that can help. But on the back of that, I can imagine, and I'm not saying it's all males, there's plenty of females in this community as well that are stackers, but whether you're a male or a female, I don't think everyone is fully open with their partner about how much they're stacking. Or like Nemo said, they know they're stacking, they don't know how much they're paying. It's all about the receipts, isn't it? So it is a really interesting question. I think everyone stacks with good intentions. But yeah, it's one of them. Does your family know what you put into it financially, the reasons behind it? But just on that, Silverpunk, like I said, being a pourer, what's that situation look like for you in terms of stacking in the background? Because I think I may have mentioned it briefly before, but do you actually stack?
See, it's a difficult question for me. I did start about 6 months ago. I did start to stack a little bit, and then I'll be honest, I sold it all off. I didn't have a lot, but that's where the defaced stuff come around, because I was sitting there, I was like, right, okay, we're gonna do this defacing because it's something that I've been gonna do for a while. So I just went through my own little stack and I started selling them off, and I sold off everything, and defaced it. Because see, it's difficult for me because for me it's a mistake if I go and buy, say, a Britannia. And that's 1 ounce of silver, isn't it? So what can you pick a Brit up? You can pick a Brit up for about 35 quid, is it? I don't know. Is that about right? 35 quid?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So what you got to think about, a 1 ounce pour by me sells a lot more than 35 quid. So for me to stack a Britannia, I'm losing money. I'd be better off to go and buy an ounce of grain and make something. So it's difficult for me. So I don't really stack because financially it doesn't make sense for me. It's better for me to make a piece of art than to keep the silver, than to have a drawer full of bricks. Yeah, so that's how it's worked out.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. And thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna move on to a different question from Shiny Silver. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I see your name every single week, so thank you. A question for Sandy Millington, and the panel as well. Which piece in your stack do you like the least? That's interesting. Who wants to go first?
Go first on that one. But before I do, I just picked up on a comment there from Miss Stacking with Craven. It says, I think Stacking with Craven would prefer to buy a gold sovereign. I would prefer a ring, lol. Just a little warning shot there for you, Craven.
There must be something wrong with the chat, mate. I didn't see that one. It was, I'm having some technical issues. If you want to carry on with the answer, there we go.
We've had this conversation in the past, you and I, haven't I? And it led to a video of yours with Miss Stacking with Craven. It was very funny.
The one where I pretended to propose, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Brave man.
Shot yourself in the foot with that one, mate. I'm telling you. I told you at the time it was a mistake.
Good old Miss Stacking with Craven. For whatever reason, she is still with me. I'm very lucky. She's a very special person, and she's an infamous character, guys, but she absolutely loves this community, and she's here right now. She loves sort of sitting back and enjoying all the memes, the chats, all of it, and I appreciate that because it makes my journey so much more fun. But the questions about a gold sovereign or a ring, look, just stay tuned, and that's all I will say. Sandy, if you could kindly, you said you wanted to go first and answer the question. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay, so the coin that I like the least. Now, you know the answer to this because we've spoken about it before, but I would have to go for this one, if you can see it on the camera. That is the Australian kangaroo.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think this is my least favourite out of my stack. I don't hate it. I don't know. It was one of my early coins. I think it was in my first 5 or 6 coins. I just wasn't too impressed the minute I opened it. I don't know what it is.
Do you know, I've got a fair few of them myself. Yeah. I've got relatives in Australia. I pick them up when I'm there, but I get where you're coming from. They just seem quite bland. And I know it's a nice coin.
I get it.
Looking at the Britannia, I mean, the design doesn't change much from that either, but I don't know, it just seems quite bland to me. And it just doesn't do it for me. And it is an ounce of silver, and I should probably, be grateful.
No, I agree on this. I've spoke to Sandy about this before. I agree with you, Nemo. It's quite dull as a coin. It's not very shiny. I'm like a magpie. And when you look at it, it really is a very dull coin. There's not much shine or polish on there. It's I can understand why it's maybe your least favorite. I have one, but being completely honest, and this is not a disrespect to the Perth Mint, because the Perth Mint are one of my favorite mints, right? They do some amazing designs. We spoke about the kookaburras, but the kangaroo, it's quite dull. And the reason I got one was more to tick the box. Don't know what you guys think about that, but I want one of everything. But they're not one that I would stack in big quantities. That's what I would say on that.
Own really well.
No,
though.
I actually gave one away for my 100 sub giveaway because I bought one myself in the early coins, and I was just gearing up to do my 100 sub giveaway, and I didn't have much of a stack. I think I had about 10 coins at the time, and I'm like, what am I going to give away? I haven't got anything. I can't give an ounce of silver away for my first giveaway. I haven't got enough. But I really wanted to do something to give back to the community and the boost I got with my channel. And almost at that exact time was when Jumping Into Silver reached out to me, as I told you all before, just like a really lovely welcoming message. He offered to send me these copper coins, and he said, "Well, I can't just give you it, but I've got a kangaroo coin here. If you wanted it at spot price, which was £26 at the time, he said, I'll send it you at spot price, and I'll give you the copper coins free." And I thought, okay, well, I can't turn down a spot price ounce of silver. But God, it's another kangaroo. That means I've got two of them. You know what I mean? So I thought, right, this is the perfect opportunity. That's what I'm going to give away. So rather than sitting on two of them, that was my first giveaway, helped out by Jumping Into Silver. So I got rid of one, and another one hopped its way into my box. So
I remember that quite clearly, mate. And fair enough. I'm sort of with you there. They're not the most beautiful of coins, but at the same time, they are still an ounce of silver. I just want to reiterate here, the chat have been going with some suggestions, Sandy. So for your special word or your magic word for your giveaway, Villainous Bounty says toffee. Robot Toaster says, I'm sorry, SP, says punkle.
Of course he does.
Miss Stacking with Craven says flat cap, which I personally like. BBA says flat cap. Ian Attenbury says.
I used that on my last giveaway. So let's come up with another one.
Okay, Ian Attenbury says magic word Zaphras. Deaxis says 20-year plan. My magic word. I like that one actually. Blue says Stacking with Craven, cute dog name. I know, mate. Hovis looks like a loaf of bread. And he's cute, but he does bark. And I'll be honest, Nemo mentioned it earlier, guys. I don't know about you guys, wherever you are in the UK or across the world. There's some guys across the water in here tonight. It's there's a lot of rain, and there is a thunderstorm right now as we are live. So it does unsettle the dog. BBA says Hovis. Nerd says nil satis nisi optimum is the magic phrase. That's kind of cool.
If you're a Liverpool fan,
why all of these Everton references? I'm not an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan. I'm a mighty Tranmere Rovers fan. There are 3 football clubs on Merseyside. You know. And
Sandy, I know that you've said that you've got to keep an eye on Darley Millington's comments sometimes. She's been very relaxing. She said in response to Nerd saying that, Danny says Fort Craven ran a PC community, so I'll refrain from with my comments. So
well, she is a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, fair play, Danny. Probably best that you do. But yeah, no, that's quite funny. What have we got? Neverton. There's loads in here. What have we got? Do we have any more questions, guys? Do we have any more questions? And of those ones what have we got here, Ash? What is about Ash says, Stacking with Craven, what is about rose gold? Thanks. Do you mean what is it about rose gold that I don't like? If you do, then it is the same as what Nemo said, just aesthetically, in comparison to the yellowy traditional gold look that Silverpunk mentioned as well. I just think that the rose gold kind of just isn't as desirable aesthetically. It's still worth the same. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? It's still worth the same, but just if you've got it in your collection, I'd rather look at a traditional goldy yellow colour.
I mean, have they actually officially come out and said why they changed? Because, I mean, to me personally, it's like they're trying to save money. That might be a hot topic, a hot take there, but...
No, do you know what? And you said this before as well, and Robot Toaster says, give it 10 years and they'll be collectible. I've alluded to this before, Robot Toaster, that although they're maybe not as desirable now, because they're going to go back to the traditional yellow colour for the Sovereign, the yellowy gold, that might, weirdly enough, make the rose gold ones more of a collectible. I don't know. They've been running what? How long they've been running, guys? Is it 20 years? I might be completely off there. I asked this last time. Did they start in the early 2000s with the rose gold?
2008. I might be wrong in that one.
Yeah. So maybe like 16, 17 years, something like that. 2026 though, the yellowy gold sovereign comes back. But yeah, that's my answer to that, Ash. Pre-2000 stacking with Craven. Thank you, SBC. Good to see you. Yellow gold sobs for Ian. Absolutely. Exactly. Gold is yellow. BBA, I agree.
2017.
Ian Attenbury. Yeah. Ian Attenbury says, I am with Punk. No silver sovereigns. So am I. Silver Punk, I think that the silver sovereigns, it's gold or nothing with the sovereigns. I think that's just a bit of a ploy to try and get more money. What do you think?
I do have, I want to say 3 silver sovereigns, and they did come from a third party mint, and you know something? I got them for free. And
okay, I retract the boo then. Fair play.
It was something from, like, you know, one of these companies that I will not give any mention to, but it's a case of you pay the postage and you get this. I signed myself up, and my wife and my mother, and I got 3 silver and then cancelled it.
Oh, nice.
So
that's fair enough then. I mean, yeah. Silverpunk, what's your stance on that, quickly, mate?
No, I don't like silver sovereigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, straight to the point. Me neither, mate. There's a great question asked for Silverpunk from Tredell, who says, question to Punk, and this is about your background, by the way, which is lovely tonight, mate. Do you know how much weight is in your background? 40, 50, 60 ounces of silver, or even more?
That lot, it's just, I think it's around about between 45 and 50 ounces, because there's one missing that I didn't put in. So yeah, between 45 and 50 ounces, something like that there.
Lovely stuff. Right, well, quick one, by the way. Nemo said, misstacking with Craven, getting a poker chip, and misstacking with Craven said it's in the works now.
Ooh.
Little exclusive, guys. And Nemo, you're, I think, the only one that has seen the, I guess, the draft. But there is going to be a misstacking with Craven poker chip, which will only be available if you win one of these Sunday giveaways. It's a lovely looking poker chip, let me tell you, but I'm not going to do any poker chips on that chip specifically, any swaps. What, say again?
Is it an image of an engagement ring? That's coming from Rex.
Rex. Well, you know what? I have had no involvement in the design of misstacking with Craven's poker chip. She's done it all herself. She's going to pay for it all herself, and she wants to give something to you guys. And also, don't forget, guys, it's not about me, but I'm just mentioning it anyway, is that if I got to 500 subs by the end of August, misstacking with Craven is being very genuine and kind. She says, and she's supporting me, but also giving back to you. If we do that, which I think I need 94 more by the end of August, so like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, she's going to do a giveaway for 500 subs out of her own pocket. And I really do mean this. She's way more generous than I am. So, it will be something quite special. So if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. But there we go. I'm trying to catch up with this chat, guys. If I've missed anything, guys on the panel, Sandy, Silverpunk, Nemo, let me know. But I'm scrolling through. Is there any more questions?
Yeah, there's a couple of questions. Rex has put a question. Question to all of you. What's the best thing about the stacking community, and what's the worst thing about the stacking community?
Ooh, who wants to go first on the panel? Who's got an answer for that off the bat?
I think the.
Well,
yeah. When you go on, no, I insist, Punkle.
Okay. Well, the best thing, obviously, Punkle. Oh, here we go. Right. Well, the best thing, obviously, it's that, Stacker Social, isn't it? It's just days like this, when we have chats like this and we're all there, and look at the crowd, there's 34 of us here all getting involved in the chat, and it's just brilliant how everyone comes together. The worst thing about the stacking community, the amount of pictures of Chuck Norris that I see on my timeline.
Really? That's the worst thing?
That's the worst thing.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. I've done that just to wind Rex up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you know what? I'm happy with that because I think Rex has tried to wind me up this evening, you little rascal. So, yeah, Chuck Norris, Nemo, Sandy, what's the best and the worst thing about the stacking community? Good, really good question, by the way. Who put this in? Oh, it was Rex himself. Rex. No, great question. But you're definitely trying to wind me up.
So, are we talking about Stacker Social in particular, or the stacking community?
Stacking community expands beyond Stacker Social. A lot more people are joining Stacker Social, but I'm gonna ask you to say this about the stacking community because you didn't specify Stacker Social, so it can be beyond Stacker Social.
Well, as you know, I've been stacking for a long time. You guys have probably been stacking longer than me, but anyway, when I first started stacking, I was a member of the infamous Silver Forum, and now I never felt the sense of camaraderie or family mentality that I experience here.
Why did you laugh when you said family then? You were going to say punkle, wasn't you?
I never even crossed my mind.
Right.
So, yeah, I never experienced any of that connection with the Silver Forum as compared to here. This seems quite unique in a sense that, it's quite a thing where we are quite secretive. We've come together, we're stacking precious metals, and it's strange to find a community that is quite as open and welcoming as this, given what we do. So that's one of the good things. It's good to be able to talk to like-minded people. There's a sense of community here. What's the worst thing about the stacking community?
That's the harder bit. I can say loads of things that are good, but the worst bit is hard, Nemo.
Yeah, I can't say anything bad about Stacker Social. I really can't. Except that 365 has increased my pickups about 200% in the last 2 months. That man's a walking AI ad for the silver industry, I'm telling you. But
I'd love to see your bank statement, mate, just specifically related to when you've watched 365. Either do a video on something shiny or promote something, and within 3 minutes, you've got an order on the way. You bought from silver to copper, the lot.
The thing is, right, I try to avidly avoid him on YouTube now, and the algorithm finds me. He finds me.
You can't. If you're subscribed to 365 and you're part of Stacker Social, it's physically impossible to avoid 365. Yeah. He's like an AI robot machine. Yeah. He uses the Silverpunk. You linked it to me. Is it called Opus? He uses that app. So literally every hour or two, there's a new bit of content. Yeah. There's a new bit of content coming out from 365, and he always has eye candy. I must admit.
Yeah.
If I had an unlimited budget, I'd buy whatever, and that doesn't just stop with 365. When I watch a Silverpunk video, I think, look, in my situation, I see Silverpunk pieces as a treat. They are. There's something to cherish. If I had unlimited funds, Silverpunk, you'd be a very busy man. You put it this way: if I had unlimited funds, mate, I would want the Fellowship of the Ring, the complete collection. Put it that way.
Do you see?
Oh, mate, thank you.
Silverpunk chained to a radiator. You will work. Well, hammer.
But we'd have to have a conversation privately about what it would take to get you to do the lettering on all the character names.
I need money first.
Okay, mate. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do a 15-year payment plan, and we'll go from there.
Sounds cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Once that's
Sandy,
paid off.
Yeah, Sandy. What are your thoughts on it's a great question, so I do want to hear this. Best and worst aspects of the stacking community.
Well, the best thing is Stacker Social. It's the guys in the chat right now. I've said before, it's the way whenever there's someone new coming into the YouTube thing, or there's a live event going on like TSC's collaboration with Vegas Stacker yesterday. Just as I said before, that force of nature. There's about 20, 30, sometimes 40 people who just descend on that live stream just because somebody put a little message on Stacker Social, please come and join us. And I try to do it myself. I try to be there for it's hard to be there for every event and every stream, but I
Yeah.
always like to be supporting in the chat, whether it's an auction. I like you, Craven. I attend every live auction of TSC. I do that on a Monday night. I'm just getting in from work, even when I've got no money to spend on the auction. And it gets on my nerves sometimes because I see things that I like and I want, and I know I can't bid on them. But I still want to be there supporting in the chat. And I know I'm not the only one, because people do that for me as well, and they do it for everyone. And I'm sure all you guys have felt that when you've Nemo. I know you felt that a bit when your son,
Yeah.
Nemo Junior, had a little video which was absolutely brilliant. And
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
little things like that, when that force of nature, those 20 or 30 or 40 guys, generally led by BBA, they're in the chat before the chat even starts. They're there, they're ready, and they're waiting. They're giving you the support, they're giving you the love, and that for me is why I do what I do with my channel. So
I love that.
yeah, that's the best thing. The worst thing, I have got a bit of an answer for that, and I don't want to bring the mood down. But one thing I do find a bit sort of morally ambiguous about the stacking community in my first 4 or 5 months of being involved in it. I don't like these spinner games,
Yeah, I
the, the
agree.
the gambling games and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's
It's
predatory.
unregulated gambling. Yeah, it's unregulated gambling. Danny, my partner, used to work in a bookmaker. She worked in a bookmaker's for nearly 4 years. So gambling awareness and
Yeah.
gambling addiction is something that we're not too keen on, and we don't like it when
Yeah.
people are pushing those sorts of agendas. I find that very morally ambiguous, and I like to stay away from them. But
I think that's very important to mention. I think the most specific place you will see that is if you guys go on Whatnot. I personally do love Whatnot, but they are a big thing on there, and just be careful because it's not for me, but they are a way of sellers making a lot of money, and the buyers, well, they might have a rush, potentially winning some gold or something, but you'll probably 9 times out of 10 end up with the good old infamous 1 gram silver Valcambi. I do just want to quickly add, because I want to move on with the questions. My answer to that would be my favorite thing about the community is the community itself.
Yeah.
Full stop. It's all of you guys. It's the support. It's the laughs. It's the engagement. Say no more. My favorite thing about the stacking community is the stacking community. You know what I mean by that. My least favorite thing is, we talk about FOMO and stuff, is when, someone's bought some absolute beauty of a piece and they share it on the show your pickups section of Stacker Social, and I'm there like, yep, yep. I'm reacting to all these with the fire emoji, and they're like, yeah, this one as well, that one, like, yeah, and handshake, and I'm like, yeah, amazing. And they've just got like £300 of beautiful bullion, and I can't afford it, and and that is a very minor thing, by the way, and it's more of a joke, but that is it. Honestly, is the only thing I can mention is the worst part for me personally, is that people are sharing their journeys, and sometimes I think, oh God, I really want that. I'm like a magpie. I want all the shiny things, but it is an amazing community, and you're all such incredible individuals. It's a pleasure to be here right now. We're going to move on with the questions. Thank you for that question, Rex. That was a very open talking point. I'm going to quick fire this, so I might not go through the whole panel. I'm just going to, whoever's first to answer this, guys. So Michael A. Lee says, if you could buy anything next, price is not an issue, what would you get? Who's first?
Ooh, another gold sovereign. Then I'll
Gold
enter.
Sovereign. There you go.
Yep.
Gold bar from Lithic Metals.
Oh, I was going to move on, but still,
yeah.
the point. Yes, 100% Lithic Metals on YouTube. Absolutely beautiful. Sandy, you know what, mate? Sandy, if you could buy anything right now, what would it be? Go on.
Lady Justice coin, which I cannot source anywhere in the UK, and it cost me a fortune to get imported.
Fair enough. Love it. Ash replied to me from earlier when we talked about rose gold and said, stacking with Craven, yes, sorry for the typo. 2026, there'll be no more. I don't see the issue when only looking at the intrinsic value when the year is not relevant. Thanks. Ash, I completely agree. Once again, as an investment, it doesn't matter whether you get a rose gold sovereign or a yellowy gold sovereign. I'm just talking solely from the point of when I look at my stat. Bear in mind, I don't own any gold. So when I get my first one, I'll obviously be looking at it regularly. I'll be cherishing it. I want it to be a yellowy gold one. It's just a personal preference. But from an investment perspective, you will be in the same position whether you get the yellowy one or the rose gold one. It doesn't matter, mate. Either way. Would you agree with that, guys? It's still a gold sovereign.
Still
it's
a
just
gold
a
sovereign.
personal preference for me.
Yeah, gold's gold.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, yeah.
That's all I meant by that, mate. You know, and like I say, a gold sovereign. Put it this way: if someone said to me, "You can either have a rose gold sovereign for the rest of your life or no gold sovereigns," I would say I'll take rose gold for the rest of my life. They're still beautiful, but if I had the choice and I was spending 600 quid on one, I'd want a yellowy gold one. That's the personal preference side of it. That's the point on that. So, what have we got, guys? I want to keep going through the chat. What have we got? What time are we on? We've gone 7:10. Do you know what, guys? The time tonight is flying by. Are you guys good for a little bit longer, just while we prepare for the giveaway?
Yeah. Did you say money was no option?
A little bit.
Did I say that? In regards to what? If you chose your favourite piece?
Like, if you were, what do you call it? If you had any money, what would your next pickup be?
Yeah, if money wasn't an option, I guess is what the question was.
Okay, this would be my pickup then. I would like that kangaroo.
Have you...
Oh, is that the million quid one? Is it?
Yeah, the 1 ton.
Yeah.
1 ton?
Yeah, it's one of the largest coins.
My God. That's
All of
beautiful.
a sudden, I've changed my opinion on the kangaroo coin.
Yeah, it was the same, Sandy.
Well, yeah, Sandy, you're talking about the silver kangaroo. The gold kangaroo is a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But Silver Dog, Rex is very kindly, I hope you did see this because he's taken his time to put this on the chat. He's put an image of Chuck Norris's pecs moving up and down just for you, mate. So I hope you're appreciative of that.
Love it.
Yeah, it's my favourite. I see it every day. Every day
Yeah.
I see that. It's everywhere I look.
Nice one, Rex. Keep it up, mate. I love it. What have we got here? Diaxis. Stacking with Craven. I think a better forfeit than the Little John Jigsaw should be if you don't hit 1K before the end of the year, the sovereign... Oh, my God. The sovereign savings get transferred to Miss Craven for a ring saving fund.
Everybody unsubscribe.
Yeah.
The man's had a stroke.
He's pulled the cable out. I know he's gone, right, I've had enough of this now. I'm off screen.
Sorry,
You guys,
boys. Thunderstorm.
Diaxis. Oh, you know what? I've got to give a shout out. Diaxis is one of my close friends in the community. Absolute standout guy. I've got so much time for him, and I hope that in the future he comes on to be a special guest himself. Really interesting guy. But with comments like that putting me on the spot live, I mean, ooh. I guess all I can say. Yeah, I guess all I can say, guys, if you're following my journey personally, you're also following Miss Stacking McCraven's journey because she's a part of my journey. So all these comments about a ring, stay tuned. And we're going to move on. So...
I love how you just drop that and like, see ya.
Yeah, exactly. What more can I say right now? Stay tuned, and we're going to move on. And hang on, I've scrolled down a little bit. I'm going to read some comments. Metal says, worst thing about the stacking community is the unscrupulous snakes hiding in there. Best thing is the honest, genuine folks. Yeah, look, you know, I don't know any bad eggs, but everywhere, you're not going to get on with everyone. That's just how it is. But generally, this is a fantastic community. But thank you for the comment nonetheless. Benson says, snacking? I love a snack. Snacking or stacking community because I love the snacking as can't stop eating. Great to see you in here, Benson, one of my good friends.
Yeah.
Miss Stacking with Craven says, worst thing is getting sniped on the auctions, naming no names. I know exactly who she means there.
Ian.
And Silverpunk does too, because he has tagged Ian Atterbury.
have you seen his new emoji? It's class.
No, I haven't. I don't know how far I am up on the chat either. Where's the new emoji? Do you mean just a general reaction emoji?
No, there is an Ian Atterbury emoji now.
Oh my god, I've seen it. It's huge. It's massive.
It's bigger
Oh my god.
It's bigger than mine. I think I should be jealous here.
Do you know what? If anyone deserves the biggest emoji, I'm going to say it. It's Ian Attenbury. He's an absolute legend, a real standout bloke. I've got so much time for him. He loves his red wine, and I'm, this drink is to you, Ian. I'm so glad you've got your emoji. Yeah, and apart from the fact that you do snipe everyone on Mondays, usually on TSC's auction and whatnot, you are an absolute gentleman. So thank you for being here every week on a Sunday from 5. And I'm glad you've got an emoji. And what I will say on this, guys, I don't know if you agree, but Ian, apart from being a legend, he's also becoming a bit of a legendary meme, don't you think? The smirk, holding a glass of red wine. It's a response to so many things. He's just like, yeah.
He's a
thanks for coming.
Jammy get, because I saw him getting some free credit on Whatnot there from the Gold Rush.
What, in the Gold Rush? Really? They gave that a lot this weekend. I was in auctions because I did it Friday to Saturday because I wanted to get a video out during the special event. Did they give out like 40, 50 quid at a time? How much did Ian get?
I'm not too sure. I just saw it pop up on my peripheral there, but well done, Ian. I mean, if anybody deserves it, you deserve it, mate. That's more ammunition for your sniper. Baron Van.
There's another question. There's a cool question that I've seen from Nerd.
Go on, Paul.
This is a really interesting one. He's put question: should I sell my half sovereigns and convert them to full sovereigns? Now that's an interesting one for me. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, I'd say no. And my reason being, I'd think further down the line, say 10 years down the line or whatever, if you come to sell, then I'm guessing them half sovereign, full sovereigns will be worth quite a lot high. It could be very high, isn't it? So it might be easier to sell your half. Easier to sell.
The smaller you go, the bigger the premium punk. I've noticed that. They put it this way, right? I don't know what the price is right now, but say if a full sovereign's £600 just for easy maths, then the half sovereign will be $330. Is the 10%?
Yeah, so that's why you don't sell.
Yeah.
Don't sell them. Yeah. I'd keep them because down the line, if a full sovereign down the line in say 10 or 20 years is £1,000, right? Not everyone's going to be able to afford that, are they? Yeah. So it'll be easy to liquidate your half sovereign. You're going to get to the stage where Brits are now. Not everyone can buy a brick, can they? A 1 ounce brick.
You're absolutely right. And Ian Attenbury has posted a picture, and I'm going to read this. I haven't read it yet, so I hope this is YouTube friendly, Ian. I'm sure it will be. Yeah. But he's posted a picture of a woman on the beach with her knees in the shot, and it says, "Husbands who take their wives traveling tend to live longer because those wives are happy, and happy wives don't kill their husband." I'm not married yet, guys. Silverpunk, you're married, are you?
Yeah, I'm married. Yeah. He left.
Nemo?
Yeah.
Loyal. Married.
Yeah. I mean, can I just say, there's a little silent wolf in here. Everything's been about, me, the ring, Mr. and McCrane, but Sandy, you've got Danny Millington. You're not married yet, right?
Not married. We used the name Millington isn't our real name. I was honest about that when I first started my channel. It's just an alias we use online. No, we're not married. No plans to get married. Danny's been married before. So she's got kids to a previous relationship. They're grown up kids now, not children. So yeah, I get away with that one, mate. Sorry to tell you.
I mean, there's a lot of questions to me about, would you rather a gold sovereign or a ring for misstacking with Craven? And I know that as silver stackers, at some point we want to get some gold as well. When you get to that point, Sandy, are you choosing the gold sovereign or a ring for Danny?
a gold sovereign. 100%.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Dan,
I mean, it might
Danny-
be true,
Danny-
but you can't say it.
Like, I think Danny would be happy if I got it. Danny's a real admirer of yours, Silverpunk, and I honestly think she'd be happier if I got a Silverpunk panel, personalised one to us.
Oh yeah, do that 100%.
Is on
Yeah,
my
do
hit
that.
list.
Get the 16-piece panel, Sandy.
I don't know about that, but we've certainly got a plan to get her a piece for Christmas, and I think she'd be more grateful for that than a ring. So
Love it.
she's in the chat.
Brilliant.
You can ask her yourself. You can ask her yourself. Yeah, she's just said, "Wouldn't want a ring. I want my wonderful Silverpunk."
Yeah, there we go. There we go. And the chat is so lively tonight. There's currently 33 of you viewing this podcast live right now. So from me personally, thank you so much. And thank you to Silverpunk, Nemo, and our special guest, Sandy Millington, for this episode. Because, to be honest, I'm just enjoying not only being part of this, but also sitting back and listening as well, and reading the chat. Because I don't know about you guys, but time's sort of gone out the window this evening. I've just found this very chilled, very fun, very relaxing, and I hope that those that have joined, this has been a good decision for you to spend the last 2 hours or more of your Sunday, a happy place where we all get together in this wonderful community, and I hope to give back to you very shortly in the form of a giveaway. I'm going to read a few more from the chat, and guys on the panel, Nemo, Silverpunk, Sandy, if you see anything that I miss, please point it out. I want everyone in the chat that engages to get their comment read out, but I'm trying my best. What have we got? Let's get a few more in here before we move to the giveaway.
Well, 365's just dragged his bottom in here, and he said, "Sorry, I'm late."
365 in the house.
Shall
What
we
he said.
Shall we add him to
He
the
wants
giveaway?
another hour. He wants another hour. Can you go another hour? He said.
So
Bless him.
hang on a second. So 365 Days of Silver. Don't get me wrong. I owe so much to that man, and I respect him so much. And he is, an inspiration for so many of us. He's the reason I started stacking. But full stop to that, and transition. Throw that to the left. 365. You turn up late to the podcast, and you want us to stay on an extra hour. I don't know. I mean, look. Let's have a vote on this. I don't know. Should we? What are we on? 7:20? Guys, what do you think? Do you think, well, what? Silverpunk, Nemo, Sandy.
I'm
That's
good
up to you.
for whatever. I am good for whatever. We've been recording 2 hours and 20 minutes. I have still got plenty of hard drive space left.
That's the point. That's the point. Sorry, Silverpunk. I just want to mention that because I only work off a phone, and I try my best to do so, I get help from the members in the community. Nemo, Diaxis last week, Villainous Bounty has also done so much in the background that you guys don't know about, and it means so much to me. Nemo is recording this episode for me because when I record it on my phone, it doesn't pick up the audio. So if we continue for a bit longer, Nemo, will that be a problem on the recording file? I know it'll take about 7 working days to send over to me, but is that a problem?
No, absolutely not. I'll run it through some editing software and we'll get it sorted, my friend, and we'll fire it over. There's no issues there.
Massive shout out, guys, to Nemo because, I enjoy this podcast so much, but it wouldn't be on my channel for those that miss it without people like Nemo, Diaxis, and of course, Villainous Bounty. All of you deserve big credit, and check out all of their YouTube channels because they are legends and they are doing me a massive favor. I did send you a little small token of appreciation, Nemo. Will that be a video on your channel soon?
It certainly will. We've recorded it, and me and Nemo Jr. have recorded it, and I've not got a chance to edit it yet, but it'll be up tomorrow.
Perfect. Just to reiterate on that, one of the parts in the giveaway last week was a copper round. I got 10 copper rounds donated by the man himself, 365 Days of Silver, to give out every week. So thank you so much, 365. You support me so much, and it makes each week so much better that we can add so much to the giveaways. Last week, Will's Bullion won, and he specifically stated he wanted the copper round to be left out of it and put towards a package that I sent to Nemo to say thank you for what he does behind the scenes, as well as being an amazing guest. So there we go. Let's crack on, guys. If at any point any of you need to go, no problem. I really appreciate the last 2 hours of your time. But for me personally, I'm loving this. 365's in the house. We've currently got 34 people watching. Before we move to the final giveaway, let's see some more questions, chat. Let's see it. Let's have a look. And once again, if any of you see anything, it's not all down to me to read it. If you guys see something, point it out. Ask the question. Where are we up to on the chat, guys? Have I missed anything? Where are we up to? Is there any questions?
Craven, can I just give a quick shout out to somebody in the chat because he's just joined late?
Of course.
There's a guy in the chat now called Sobriety and Silver, another channel creator.
Yeah.
He's joined us a little bit late. SAS, I call him. He's a great guy from
Saturdays
Oklahoma.
and Sundays.
Sorry?
Sorry, mate. It's Saturdays and Sundays, SAS. It was an un-joke. Never mind.
SAS. Sobriety and Silver. The other thing I mentioned before, how Silverpunk was an inspiration to get me going, start my channel up. SAS is the other one. He's from Oklahoma. He's a recovering alcoholic. I know he won't mind me saying this on the live because he's totally open about it on his channel. His silver stacking runs hand in hand with his sobriety and his new lease of life. And I just think he's a really, really brilliant channel, brilliant creator. I love watching him. Thanks for joining, SAS. I know you always try and join on these lives. Good to see you, brother. So
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And he is. And you know what? I'm going to say this publicly. Sobriety and Silver, I would love nothing more than for you to come on this podcast very soon and we can hear more about your story. I'm very interested. I have watched plenty of your content. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, brother. I would love to hear more from you. So feel free, if you're up for it, drop me a message and we'll make it happen. I do want to point out something in the chat, guys. The good old Ian Attenbury has said that the missus has just reminded him to eat. It's quite relatable because my missus, Miss Stacking with Craven, always says, "Have you eaten yet?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "You need to eat." And he said his response to his missus was, "What rum, mate?" Ian Attenbury, I thought you were on the red wine. I'm drinking red wine. I had a couple of Guinnesses, but I'm drinking red wine just for you. So, Ian Attenbury, question for you. Are you not on the red wine, mate? Are you on the rum? What's going on? Israeli Coins, great episode tonight, guys. I'll be right back. I'm getting a non-connection area for a few minutes. Please include me in the giveaway. Nemo,
Yep, he's
please do
already
include Israeli.
He's already in.
Yeah. Don't worry, Israeli, and thank you so much for sending me the package. We do have an excellent community member all the way from Israel, Israeli Coin 75, who sent me a fantastic package. I've actually got some bits and bobs here, just really quickly, but this is his poker chip. I've only got one, but he did send me 2 stickers, so one of the stickers will be in the giveaway. And Nemo, you also got this coin from him as well.
Oh,
and it's a Chicalim.
Yeah, I got 100. You want to get 10? I'm better than you, mate. You know.
Wait, you got 100?
I don't know.
Wait, sorry. Hang on. Israel, if you're still here, Israel, I got 10. And by the way, I'm not bothered. I appreciate it. But Nemo, did you get 100?
Yeah. Where did I put it?
Where's proof? I want proof.
Right, give me 2
Look
seconds.
at this, right?
I'm gonna have to steal it off my son's cold dead hands. Give me a wee second, because I think he's run away.
Can I ask? Is this standard Israeli currency, guys, or is this like what is this? Is this silver, or I don't know anything about the shekalim? Is this what the Israeli currency is? I know my camera's really not clear. I'm really sorry, but there's a depiction on here, and there is a privy mark, and also on the back it says 10 shekalim. Silverpunk, Sandy, do you know anything about this coin?
I have no idea. It's beyond me.
Yeah. Sandy? Yeah, I'll take that as a no. But it is lovely. I have to say, it is lovely, and I really appreciate that. And one of these guys, one of these will be in the giveaway this evening. I will reveal that soon. We're staying on a bit longer because the Godfather of Silver, 365 Days of Silver, has asked us to stay on longer. And do you know what? That is a man that I respect. And without him, none of us would be here right now. We may all be stacking. We may all be doing whatever we're doing. But none of us would be right here in the Stacker Social Discord, in the Sundays of Craven room, without 365 Days of Silver. So massive shout out to 365. Absolute legend. And yeah, thank you so much for the support that you've given me. Because as I go back to the start, the reason that I started stacking was because of 365. And never mind stacking, the reason I started content is because when I got invited to Stacker Social by 365, I'd made one short. I bought one Britannia. I made a short. It got like 1,000 views. And he said, oh, thank you for joining. You know, welcome to the community. And he changed me to a creator, a content creator, and put my name in blue. And from that moment, I was like, oh, I'm a content creator. Let's try this out. He inspired me to do it, and here we are. So that's all I'll say. But one more time, thank you to 365, because without you, mate, genuinely, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. So thank you so much.
Oh,
And he set me a challenge. Yeah, there's so many people that would probably echo that, but 365 set me a challenge, guys. And I think it's, if I get to 555 subscribers by the end of next month, so August the 31st, I think, he's going to send me a special gift. So if you're not subscribed to Stacking with Craven, subscribe. Consider subscribing. Watch a video, decide if you like it, and there we go. Right, Sandy, are you back, mate? Because I think we lost you there.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's my third disconnection tonight. But at least I'm not going. Remember that first episode we had where it just went into panic mode when everything went wrong? Not doing that anymore. It's just yeah. So I'm back.
It's all good, mate. We honestly, you know, when something goes wrong on a technical point of view on these podcasts, it doesn't stress me anymore because I think reading the comments, everyone in the chat understands that technology can't always be relied upon, and we are trying our best. And it's a very supportive community. So as long as you're back and everything's set up, mate, good to have you back. But yeah, we were just saying a thank you to 365 for creating this space for all of us. And I know that he's potentially had a big influence on you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's like the Godfather, isn't he? It's like he's there for all of us, and he just very gently gives us a little push where we need to. And yeah, brilliant guy.
That's it. And 365 says, I appreciate the kind words Stacking with Craven. So thank you, 365. And I love it that you're here right now as well. I appreciate you spending the time. One quick question before we move on to other questions in the chat. 365, it is a Sunday, but have you got a whiskey over some cold, icy rocks? That's all I want to ask you, mate, and I'll leave you to enjoy. But 365, have you got a nice whiskey poured over some cold, icy rocks? And anyone else who's enjoying this on a Sunday over a nice cold drink, let us know what your beverage is. Any red 14% and higher, says Scottish Bullion Collector. And also, guys, since it's right here, Scottish Bullion Collector is an absolute legend. He really is. Beautiful poker chip. He sent me he sent me 6 of these, 5 to give away. So I've got that. And next week, guys, you will get a 2023 last depiction of Queen Elizabeth II. Sorry if my camera's not clear. Britannia, 1 ounce Britannia, and I don't think, looking at this, I don't think it's ever left the capsule. It's in absolute pristine condition, and that'll be up for grabs next week. This week, though, well, there's a lot. I'll show you shortly. It's 2022 Krugerrand, but let's have a look at the chat, guys. What have we got? Did he answer this? Did I miss it, guys on the panel? Help me out. Is 365 answered, or is he gone to pour something? I don't know.
Oh, he was on the Asti. When he joined, he put a photo of fizzy Asti or something up, a big bottle. So he's on the fizz today.
Fizzy Asti, what's that? Sorry, Fizzy Asti. I'm not.
Asti, it's like fizzy. It's like fizzy. It's Italian wine, and it's like fizzy champagne stuff. Martini Asti, and it.
Ah, right. Okay. Okay.
Busy
There we go.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. There we go. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sobriety in Silver says The Godfather 365. We must pay our dues to The Godfather 1 ounce per week, or he starts breaking thumbs. What do you think about that, guys? I mean, he just. To me, he's always been supportive. He's never threatened me. Do you guys have to pay an ounce a month or a week? Guys?
Yeah, what's
Sorry,
up?
I was just watching. I was just watching a video that 365 had put up in the chat, and I think it looks like he's just sitting there opening a bottle of champagne on the side of the road. I think he's just sat down, got his little table out, and he's having a slur.
My request, I know I'm cheeky, but Nemo,
yes.
You are my production guy, and when I eventually have something to give you to say, so thank you for what you do, can you please play 365's video on a share screen for the chat? Is that possible? Can you do that?
Should be able to. Will I be able to?
I am literally the most demanding person. Nemo can vouch for it. Nerd UK can vouch for it. I am like, everything I ask for is custom. But go on, Nemo.
I can play it for the benefit of the video.
I want to see it because I'm clicking on it. Asti 365. That look, where is he? Is he on holiday or something? 7%. That looks lovely. I can't hear any audio on the video, but guys who've seen this, whatever 365 is opening, I'm guessing that's before he's watching this stream. I don't know. It might be live. I don't know. The guy is everywhere. That doesn't look. Where is 365? That looks lovely wherever you are, mate. But yeah,
just said in the chat that he's in Pool.
He's in where?
Pool. Pool. Yeah, Pool.
So not Liverpool. Oh, right. Diaxis. Diaxis has helped me out here. Sorry, guys. Diaxis, who was also from that neck of the woods. Dorset. 365 goes mad in Dorset. Pool, Dorset. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Dorset, Southern England. Yeah. Okay. No, beautiful. So he must be on holiday. I'm guessing. Have a good holiday, mate. I'm glad that you've tuned in whilst on holiday.
Oh, well, look. There's the Silver Sprint yacht. That must be his backup yacht.
What's this here? What's 365 posted here? The vinery. No. Nice.
And there you go, Craven. I've posted proof of the 100 unit coin that I cannot pronounce.
Where's that, mate? Where is that?
It's in the chat.
Is it? I can't. Oh, hang on. Yeah, hang on.
I don't have.
Where is it? No,
I don't have.
Nemo, I can't see it. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, I don't have. Technically, I don't have it anymore. My son has stolen it for his collection. But
guys, I mean, Israel, you're an absolute legend, and you won the quarter-ounce Britannia from the Stack Social 1K event, but you sent me a 10 and Nemo a 100? We need to have words.
To be fair,
what's going on?
He did win my 100 sub giveaway, so he's paying for quality
guys,
here.
No, I'm not having it, guys. In the chat, #rigged. #rigged. Nemo, you little slimy bugger.
How much? I need to convert how much that actually is. I'm curious now.
And 365 said he bought a yacht today with all the Stackers Social membership payments. I hope you did, mate. And whenever you have your first super yacht party, I hope I get an invite. The infamous man 365, who is legend, and he will never appear on a live podcast. If you think, guys, that we can get 365 on Sundays of Craven, let me know in the chat. I have tried. He says no.
Won't happen.
I know, Silverpunk, I know, but we must continue to try.
He did do a live. What is it? Was it a TikTok? He did do
He
one.
did. I noticed that myself.
Yeah.
He
And
did
do you
live
know-
the other
Exactly.
day, yeah.
He says he doesn't do lives. He literally messaged me saying, "I'm sorry, I don't do lives." And then 365 the next day, TikTok live stream. Come on, you're a liar.
Well, this idea of him not doing lives, it kind of plays into the hands of him being this AI.
I mean,
The Punk said earlier that he's like an AI. You know, maybe he can't do a live because he's just not actually a real person, and you know, he gives the game away if he does that.
I know. I wonder what the bounty is to get 365 on a live first. I know there's a lot of people. He's turned down sponsorships, companies to do lives because obviously, I mean, the guy is absolutely smashing it. What a household name in this community, right? And respect to him. We all look up to him. But yeah, I mean, if we could get 365 on this podcast, you know, what kind of bounty would I have to pay? I don't know. Had a pint with them at lunch. Who was that? Hang on. Oh, so 365 had a pint with Harry Redknapp and Sandra at lunch. Nice one, 365. Oh, there we go. Right, guys, I can't see any questions in the chat. I can't. The chat have not asked any questions, so I'm going to put it to the panel. We've got our special guest, Sandy Millington. We've got Silverplug. We've got Nemus Numismatics. Is there anything you want to talk about, or do you want to move to the giveaway? Up to you.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got a question that needs sorting out.
Who for?
Needs
Right.
sorting.
Sounds
Right.
serious.
Yeah, right. In the film,
Who's the question
Moon-
for?
all of us, it's for everybody. This is a community question.
I know where this is going.
Go on.
In the film Moonraker, at the end, Jules's girlfriend Dolly, did she have braces on her teeth?
She did. She definitely did.
He's got it sorted. I'm feeling okay
Look,
now. We can continue. We can give away now. That's okay.
If Ian Attenbury says that she had braces, I'm with that all day. She definitely had braces, guys. Oh, Benton's. Oh God, I've shot myself in the foot. I was like, oh, Benton's asked a question for Craven, and then I've read the question. Oh,
What's the question, Craven? Please, come on.
Didn't you say you had something to talk about? No.
What's the date of the wedding, Craven?
Yeah, for stacking with Craven. What's the date of your wedding?
September 4th.
well-
There you go. Right, book it in. Get it done.
Oh, I reckon Miss Stacking with Craven is watching this, absolutely loving this, knowing that I'm struggling to answer this question. Look, there's no date for the wedding, okay? There's no date. However, like I said so many times, and you won't accept my answer because you're all mean, stay tuned. If you follow me and my journey, when that day happens,
Your journey will be into an early grave if you don't put a ring in that.
Yeah, we need details. We need dates. We need solid answers.
Yeah, what kind of
Is
details?
this like my
do you
stacking
need?
plan? Is this like a 20-year plan, like my stacking plan? Or
Oh, that's Cy the sound man is
We
just
could have the
asked.
stag do in Berlin. We could
Yeah,
have the stag
yeah,
do in
yeah.
Berlin at the money fair. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You're getting married in March, son.
Right.
But you're getting
What I
married
will
in March.
say-
Yeah, 100%. Right.
What I will say is to everyone that is going to Berlin to the World Money Fair
Yep.
in January, I am going, and I'm not going alone. Miss Stacking with Craven will be there. So if
Mrs.
anyone's going, you will not only get the chance to meet me, but her as well. Like I said, she's an infamous character, and if you want to be as you are being, and you want to put me on the spot, then you can do it in person. Because let me tell you, it would be my absolute pleasure to meet as many of you as possible. And look, guys in the chat, let me know if you're going. Guys on the panel, which one of you are going? Because I can't wait.
Oh, I'm going. And don't you mean Mrs. Stacking with Craven?
Miss right now. Miss right now.
if
Nina,
she hasn't
you're
got a ring on her finger by the time you go to Berlin, mate, then
Well-
you're doing something wrong.
right.
Yeah,
Well, let me tell you
absolutely.
something, right? So Miss Stacking with Craven does actually have a ring on her finger from me. I bought her a ring when we went on holiday to, oh God, where was it? Oh, one of the Canary Islands or whatever, right? But I can't remember what it was. But it was a beautiful holiday. I bought her a silver ring, and it may be cheesy, but whatever. It was early. Look, listen, it was early days, but it was a promise ring. I know it's not the same, but she has had that on her finger ever since.
That's a cop
So
out.
take from that what
You've
you
got
will.
to sort this out, mate.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
sounding
cop-out.
Oh
like
my
excuse
God.
after excuse.
You know
You know,
something,
come
right?
on.
Right. When I
Can I
started
jump in a
this
sec?
journey, go on, Sandy. Go on.
I just want to jump in because Benson Coins has just said in the chat that me and my partner, this is Benson, me and my partner are getting married next June. So he's got a date for us. So congratulations, Benson. We've seen his partner on his channel. That's brilliant. Good to hear, mate.
Congrats.
At least one of us
Yeah.
is getting it done.
Yeah. Second that. Congratulations. Benson's is a good friend of mine. I think a lot of them have got so much time for him. And I love his channel. Benson's Coins, congratulations, mate. And please continue to take the spotlight away from me. That'll be awesome. Thank you. Look, on a serious note, there is a promise ring on Miss Stacking with Craven's finger. If you follow me, this is so early on. I'm overwhelmed with how involved I am with this and how it's going. I can't tell you all. Guys on the panel, guys listening right now live, I can't tell you how proud I am and what a pleasure it is to be here right now as part of this, part of Stacker Social, part of Sundays with Craven, and making YouTube videos, and part of this community, because it makes me so happy. So listen, my answer to summarize on this is, if you do enjoy this and you are following my personal journey, I promise you, when those things happen, you will be the first to know. I will update you through the channel, through Sundays with Craven, for everything else. You will be the first to know. But please, special guest Sandy Millington, Silverpunk, Nemo's. Let's carry on with the
A load
episode.
of drivel.
Yeah, don't be sitting there buttering us up. It's not going
Let's
to work.
keep talking about the wedding.
Yeah. What colours are you going with? Are you wearing tartan? You know.
Well, I tell you what, if I wear Nemo, is it true what they say about the Scotsmen when they wear a kilt? What's underneath that, brother? Is there anything underneath that?
I'll show you in Berlin, mate. I've got it packed.
Oh my God. Well, Nemo, let me tell you one thing, brother. When we go to Berlin, I know I've spoke to you privately about this. You know I've got it booked. I owe you at least one beer for everything that you have done for me, and I can't wait to meet you in person. And yeah, another thing I will say is, at some point in the future, guys, I am considering showing my face.
Ooh.
Silverpunk, why are you doing this to me? I was just about to reveal something.
Well, do you remember the whole
Showing you what?
Uncle Punko shenanigans? This is
Yeah,
payback.
Uncle Punko.
This is payback. I mean, we were all there, but you
Hang on.
you spearheaded
No.
this.
I'm sorry. I've got to stand my ground here, Nemo. Silverpunk. It wasn't me. It was Rex. It was whoever else. It was Nemo. It just happens that I was apparently your nephew.
Listen. What I'm discovering, Craven, here is you're very good with coming out with excuses. I want to hear a man of action. I want to hear wedding proposals. I want to hear dates. I want to hear colour for the napkins, for the chairs.
Yep.
Come on, let's get this sorted.
What table am
Nemo,
I?
what do you mean? Yeah. This is straight. I every single Sunday, I try and give a great platform for the amazing people, and I get absolutely scammed. What? I don't know what to say. What do you mean? What colour are they going to be? I don't know.
This wedding's going to be bigger than the Beckhams by the time it actually happens. We're putting that up.
Oh my
it's going to
God!
be the first
The
first Stackers social wedding we're going to have, aren't we? The whole gang are going to be there.
Miss Stacking with Craven in the chat says Craven is scrambling to find someone to throw him under the bus to get the light off him. Yes, please. Has anyone in the chat got any questions for anyone else? Please. We're running this show a lot longer than what we normally do, and I'm loving it.
I'll do you a favour here, mate. I'll do you a favour. I'm sending you a link here. It's very close to Berlin, and it has got the best name I've ever heard for a wedding venue.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
All house wedding.
Thank you, Nima. Thank you. Can I have a wedding invite, please, stacking with Craven? Of course you can, Jokers. Of course you can. Here we go. Oh, 365 has shared. Seriously, guys, we've got a question. 365's highlighted it. So, 5-ounce silver bars. What are people's thoughts on them? And do you have any in your stack?
Yeah, I've got a couple. I'm a sucker for the Scottsdale poured 5-ounce bars. I've got a few of them in my stack.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I've got no. No, I've got none. I think behind me, the jigsaw puzzle's 5-ounce. At the Britannia, that's a 5-ounce, and I think all the rest's just under 5 ounces. There's nothing. That's the heaviest bit behind me, I think.
I love it.
No, I haven't got any. It's all 1-ounce coins in my stack. As I said before, I do really like that Scottsdale stacker.
Yeah.
I think that's a 5-ounce one with the lion's head on. I think they're great. I'd love to get a couple of them in the future. But as yet, it's all just 1 ounce or less.
I'll tell you what I'm looking
Lovely.
for. See the Prospectors Golden Gems poured bars. I'm dying to get a
Yes.
1-ounce poured bar. I just haven't found one at the right price yet. It's always obviously coming from America, and the premiums are just, and the tax is insane. But if I get one, I'll certainly be showing it off. And you know what? I actually won one of them tonight, Craven. So
Hey!
We have got another question, but it's a difficult one because Rex has put a question in. I can't believe I'm going to pick this out. He said, right, okay, question for the panel. TSC, 365 and Psy, who would you snug, marry or avoid? So there you go, Craven. Who would you marry out of those three?
What, TSC, Psy, and 365?
Yeah.
I'd marry 365, I think.
Why?
Well, he has got a
What's the
yacht.
reasoning? Why?
I reckon Sai would let you be the little spoon.
Can I just say this is an incredibly hard question to answer because I love all of them, and I actually feel like Psy the Soundman would be in tough times of life. I think Psy the Soundman would give me the reassurance I need and the motivation, but 365, I think he would be the provider. If I was going to marry any of them, I think 365 would be the provider, and I think it would be a pleasure to be his partner. But I can't believe
we've got that on tape.
Yeah, I'm
Why am I
this.
asking a question?
Oh dear.
I'm not being funny, right? No, I've answered it. You're not getting away with this, right? I'm the host of this. Silver Punk, who would you marry out of Psy the Soundman, 365 or TSC? You've got to answer, or you're never coming on again.
It's
Not a problem.
Look at me, I'm the captain now.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I'm all that. It's all cool in my gang. I'd marry Psy because he'd keep me on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
And the other two guys would be my side geezers, wouldn't they? I'd go and see them as and when. So it's all cool in my gang. All three.
Why was it so easy for you? Right. Nemo.
Oh, come on.
Nemo. We'll leave the special guest till last. We'll leave him till last. We're here. But Nemo, who would you marry? Psy the Soundman, 365 or TSC? Which one of the founders would you marry?
Oh, you know, it's difficult. I'm going to go with Silverpunk because you can't beat Psy's buttery smooth voice.
Whoa! I'm sorry.
Silverpunk wasn't an option.
Silverpunk's
Well,
not.
everyone
not
wants me. What can I say?
No, I never meant it like that. I meant I was agreeing with him.
No, sorry. Order.
Hey, refer that to VAR.
Listen, Silverpunk may be one of the gods, one of the legends that we all look up to, but he's not one of the founders. And
I never
you need to
said.
answer the question.
I did answer. Right, I will translate this. I was agreeing with Silverpunk. in the sense that I would probably why the hell are we getting so heated over like who we're going?
What I want to know is why did you get so heated when you thought you were going to marry me?
I've seen the size of your hammer, mate. I'm telling you.
Right. Okay.
You're not allowed to marry your uncle anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently Silverpunk's my uncle, so Nemo's got clear. He's fine. But Sandy, who would you marry, mate?
Who would I marry? I'd marry Sai, because it's just all about the beard, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Come on.
I regret
A
my
man who
answer.
puts that much effort into the beard is going to put a lot of effort into the relationship, aren't they? So
Am I allowed to change my answer? Am I allowed to change my answer?
No, you're stuck with 365.
Yeah.
Live your life.
You can have them.
I've just lost. That's great. I've just lost all the respect off 365. Side and sound was thinking, right, I'm never doing you a favour again. And TSC, without even a single mention, is probably thinking, I am done with you. Thanks to all of you, my career is ruined.
Did anyone actually mention TSC as he just cast away?
TSC can be my sidekick.
So you're copying me. We've had another question.
Okay.
And this is a cool one. If this is from, I think, my chat's moved on now. I can't see, but I know what I can remember the question. It was, if any of you won the lottery, would you just carry on stacking full time? What would you do? Would you carry on buying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. I would probably buy more than ever before. I would finally buy a laptop. I would get a gold sovereign. I'd continue doing exactly what I'm doing now and just improve myself and all my family and friends' lives in the background. I honestly would, because I love stacking and I love the community. If I won that kind of money, I would continue doing what I'm doing now, but in the background, I would elevate everyone around me, pay off everyone's mortgages, anything like that. And I would very quickly move on to the gold ladder.
Very cool. Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, you can't stop with this type of thing. You got to, I'd be buying lithic metals. I'd be saying to him, right, I want a kilo bar. Go and sort me a lithic kilo bar out and that type of stuff. It'd be ace. You just get,
Is he custom order or what? Because I said a lot before I ever started stacking, before I even seen 365. I watched lithic metals videos and just loved watching gold being poured, and the silver, but the gold with the ripple effect he puts on his bars, it's something else, guys. If you haven't seen lithic metals, who obviously isn't here right now, but amazing, check out his videos. How good in Silverpunk? You're a pourer yourself, so you can agree with me. That is a very satisfying watch for anyone that hasn't seen lithic metals.
Oh, he's the man. If you want a gold bar, go on. Sorry, Sandy.
Sorry, Punk. I was just going to say, is it Lithic Metals who does the videos where he titles them "I'm growing silver" and he's got all the diodes in the jars and he's putting all his old
street
computer.
Street tips.
Is it Street Tip? I thought Lithic did it as well.
He does it now and again, but Street Tips is the main one for that. Lithic, he does refine some stuff as well. Lithic does, but he's more pouring gold bars, and they're the best gold bars you can get.
Right. Okay. Well, they're really interesting videos, but wrong guy. So.
But I think as a better answer, what you said there, Craven, about sorting everyone out with mortgages and stuff, and me buying gold bars. In the chat, Nerd has just put the best answer, and he put, if I won the lottery, I'd spend all my days sniping Ian Attenborough, and I think that'd be on the list as well. Stopping Ian winning everything.
Good old Ian. Yeah, you know what? It's about time somebody put Ian. Someone showed him. I can pay an extra quid than you, but you know what? Ian, this community would not be the same without people like you. And guys, I want to say something quickly here that although everyone that comes on my podcast is a content creator or a craftsman like Silverpunk, I want to do something where it's an episode where people are content creators. And I've been speaking with the one and only Ian Attenborough in the background. and he is up for it. We don't have a date, but can we just get some sort of reaction right now? Who would love to hear from Ian Attenbury? Put in the chat now if you would love to hear from Ian Attenbury. And whilst you're doing that, I've just seen a question for all from Miss Stacking with Craven. Would you rather have fingers as toes or toes as fingers? Why have you done this, Miss Stacking with Craven? Why? By the way, before we answer it, look at the chat. It's exploded. Ian Attenbury,
yeah, 100%.
you know how much I want you on here, brother. Look, Side the Soundman, yes. Villainous Bounty, put the Ian emoji. Silverpunk, yes. Diaxis, 100%. Shiny Silver, yep. Nerd UK, 100%. VB. Benson says, I bet your world's #1 Call of Duty champion. I says, Scottish Bullying Collector. Robot Toaster says, thumbs up. Look, the list goes on. BBA says yes.
Craven.
Ian, hang on, what's this? Side the Soundman's put a poll in. Ian Attenbury. And do you know what I'm going to say, right? Ian Attenbury, I haven't confirmed next week's guest yet.
Ian voted no.
Oh, right.
Ian voted no. Of course Ian did, because that's Ian. But you know what? It's a majority vote. So guys, go on Soundman's poll right now. Should we have Ian Attenbury as a special guest? If he can do next week, it'll be next week. If not, it'll be very soon. But guys, let's do it. Democracy, says Ian.
Can I make a suggestion, Craven? Could you maybe
Absolutely.
Can you maybe change the day to maybe Monday to, coincide with a certain start? That takes the 2 years out of the equation.
You want me to distract Ian from TSC's auction, yeah?
Yeah. That's payment, mate. Cheers.
No, because, look, not every week, but most weeks I'm also on TSC's auction, so I can't agree to that. I'm sorry. Sundays with Craven is on a Sunday, and we go live at 5. And I am so grateful that every single week you guys are so willing to come on and just have a good old chinwag, because it's usually we have our script in terms of questions and the pre-plan. This is the first episode where we've gone over 3 hours. It's just hit 8 o'clock, guys. And look, when I started this, I planned for this to be 1 hour. And Sandy will remember, because Sandy, my hat goes off to you, buddy. I started this. I asked you to join me as a co-host. And look where it is now, mate. 3 hours of chinwag and chats. And look, we've got currently, guys, 35 people in the audience engaging. We've finally moved on from the Mistacking with Craven ring thing, I think. And I'm enjoying it so much. And we've got a fantastic panel. So thank you to everyone. I mean that.
Awesome.
Absolutely, mate. I agree. Although, on that note, mate, I am going to have to wrap up in a little bit. I've got a little dog to walk and stuff, and I've me dinner Sunday night. So as much as I enjoyed it, I'm going to have to call it a day pretty soon. Sorry about that.
No worries at all, my friend.
No, not at all. Not at all, mate. You go when you need to go. Nemo, Silverpunk, how long have you got?
I have got as long as you need me for, my friend. Should we run the third mole bash?
Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. So before we do, Silverpunk, how long have you got?
Silverpunk's dead.
Silverpunk. Silverpunk.
Uncle Punko.
I'm not saying it. He will never make me a full cast of the Fellowship of the Rings if I call him that. So, Uncle Punk. No, I didn't say that. No. Silverpunk, where are you? What's happened to you? Silver Machine, who has won one of these giveaways, says, I'm off soon myself. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you so much. Shiny Silver put a picture of a diamond ring. Thank you for that.
Oh,
Crispy put a golden Britannia and a Scottsdale Mint 5 troy-ounce silver bar. That looks beautiful. Is that one of yours?
I love those bars. There's just the perfect size, I think. Not too big.
Yeah.
Not too small. Just Goldilocks.
We've got a question, guys. I want to ask this. It's from Chloe. 365's highlighted it. I want to ask it. So another question for the panel. I don't know where Silverpunk's gone, but we'll give it a second.
The man is back. He has risen.
Right, he's here.
Oh, he's back.
Right. Well, before we move on to bopping moles, Chloe has a question, and we need to answer it. So,
Right.
do you all? We'll go again. Do you all stack as your sole form of investment, or do you have stocks / shares, etc. as well? Thoughts on this? Question mark. Great question, Chloe. Thank you for putting that in the chat, guys. What do you think? Who's got an answer to that?
So yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
yeah, go on, Nemo. Go on,
No,
Nemo. After
you go first. Age before beauty.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I got a bit of everything. Got a few stocks and shares, a little bit of property, a little bit of everything. Diversify is for me, a little bit of everything here and there.
Yeah, 100%. Do you, by any chance, have the S&P 500 in there, Silverpunk?
I do indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, it's not financial advice. This is going on YouTube, so I need to say that repeatedly.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of the S&P 500. If you like stocks and shares, I think that is a safe bet, but not financial advice. But yeah, great question. Anyone else on the panel, do you have a response to Chloe's question?
Yeah, I diversify. I probably had stocks and shares before I started physical gold and silver. And again, I just, whatever I've got at the end of the month, I split it evenly. So it used to be 50-50, now it's more 20% of my stacking budget goes towards stocks and shares, the rest goes towards physical.
Yeah, nice. I think there's a saying, guys, that I particularly like, and once again, I do think there's a lot to be gained from stocks and shares, but I won't go into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do believe in the phrase, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what are your thoughts? You don't own it unless you can hold. Am I right? Am I wrong? You don't own it unless you can hold it. I can hold here, and I don't own this because you guys are going to win it. This is a 2023 beautiful Britannia 1 ounce of silver from Scottish Bullion Collector, donated to you guys for next week. But say if I bought this, I own this. It's in my hand. I own it. It's mine. Stocks and shares, okay, you own it, but it's digital. I can physically hold this. It's a hard asset. Do you agree?
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you, yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah.
100%. That's the best way. And I think us stackers are very much of the same thinking that, you know, you can hold it. And I'm not going to pick this bad boy up, but one of the other pourers, we've got Silverpunk, who I absolutely love. We've also got Gold Silver Hunter, who this is called the God of War. It's 5 kilos of brass, and it's beautiful. And as a pourer, Silverpunk, I'm sure in terms of brass, which I don't think you do, but in terms of brass, this is an absolute killer piece. And I can hold this, and I own it. And it's not about the metal because it's brass; it's about the art. What do you think of this piece as a pourer? I'm interested to know.
Oh, mate, I've got exactly the same one as myself, but in aluminium.
Do you actually?
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Let me just grab it. Just 1 second.
You have the God of War.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Wait, hang on, guys. We need to know what weight is it. Aluminium. Oh my god. But can I ask in the chat, guys? What do you? He's got it in gold, right?
Right, are you ready for this?
You haven't got 5 kilos in gold. Go on.
No, it's not kilo.
What we got? Where are we at? Hang on. Oh, here we go. I can see you, Punk. Yeah. Oh, it is. It's the God of War, and that's in aluminium. Yeah.
That's in aluminium. Yeah, I think that's 2 kilos.
Can I ask? Am I allowed to ask what you paid for that or not?
I think this was. I can't really. This was the first bit that he put on the auction place in here, and I'm pretty sure 365 was a bridesmaid out bidding. I'm sure it was about 75 quid,
Bridesmaid.
something like that.
A bridesmaid.
I love that meme.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure it was 75 quid, something like that. 75, 80 quid. I can't remember. But 365 will tell you, because he'll tell you what he didn't buy it for.
You did very well, mate. I got lucky with mine. This went up for 75. I thought I want it. 75. This is a while, you know, when the auction was on, but 75. and no one outbidded me. I don't know if that was the community being kind to me or what, but it's not about
bargain.
exactly. It's not about the intrinsic value of the metal guys when it comes to pieces like this or anything that Silverpunk does, for example. It's about the artwork, and I wanted this piece. So price goes out the window when you're buying art, and I'm very happy with it. And you know what? As I am with a certain alert piece, but Nemo.
Yes.
Nemo. The guys in the chat are very patient. There is still 34 people in the chat, and those people, Nemo, they want to win something. So we've got 2 people, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ninja and, of all people, hashtag rigged, the Salman.
Yeah.
But guys, we need one more person to go into the final round to be part of the giveaway. One of those 3 people will win. So Nemo, I'm going to pass over to you, and I'm going to say, because you're being a legend and letting people choose, you decide who picks the final mole.
I'm going to put it to the chat. So when I say go,
Nemo, explain to the chat what 1, 2, and 3 means. I don't want Silverpunk getting irate on the VAR team.
But right. So although it says first, second, and third on screen, but some people might not be able to see that. So we're going left to right. Left will be 1, middle will be 2, and right will be 3. So when I say go, the first person, 1, 2, or 3, go. Jesus Christ! Right, somebody. Right,
Benson's put 4-3-4-2-3.
Right, I have Villainous Bounty on mine. Who's anybody getting?
I've got VB. Yeah, I've got VB on mine first. Yeah.
Go on, VB. Villainous Bounty. Let's go for what he says.
Right.
What number did he say?
1.
Number 1.
Right.
Go number 1 on the left then. Let's go. Who's the third person?
Scott M.
Scott M. Congratulations. Right. Well, as we know, Sandy can't stay for much longer. So, I mean, I'm actually not short for time this evening, guys. But shall we do the giveaway? And then if you want to stay on, you can stay on. Should we do that?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
right.
let's have the giveaway.
Right.
Everyone, before we do it, Nemo, no one knows what's in the giveaway.
That's very true.
No, right. Let's do this, right? Okay. So this is on me. So
do you know, I'm just
if you're on a mobile,
I'm just measuring the slices of this wheel, and I think size is slightly bigger.
Yeah, obviously.
I knew this was, as soon as Si's name come out, I knew this was happening.
Nemo, about that, mate. Si did send me, about 50 quid just to,
I'll just
see the deal out.
I'll stretch it out a wee bit.
Right. Well, guys in the chat.
You said then that size is. Sorry, you said that size is slightly bigger. Are we back to Snog Marry Avoid again now, guys?
Yeah.
No, because Si will never speak to me again because I said I'd marry 365, and then I thought, you know what? Actually, if I was in a moment of distress, I'd rather Si have my corner. Si would reassure me more, I think, and 365 would be the provider. I don't know. But guys, we really need to show you what's in the giveaway. What we said here. Can we move on from the double entrance?
No. We can't. We gotta get this ironed out. Who you going for? Si or
Willie Talk is boring. That size comment, by the way, I've not just said that, just so you know. Right, guys, whilst the chat's going on, and look, feel free to interrupt me if something comes up, but I really want to show you, because Sandy has got to go, I need to show you what's in the giveaway. And 365. the memes. Right, guys. Courtesy of Cardiff Gold. And double click on my web or screen right now to get a better view. But Cardiff Gold zippy bag, which I love. You will get that. And not just that, of course. It will be filled with, if I haven't said already, the best pen in the world. The Cardiff Gold pen. It's robust and it's amazing. I love this pen. You'll get one of them in there. They're rare, they're beautiful, they're amazing. Right. Now, courtesy of 365 Days of Silver, the winner tonight will also get a 1 ounce copper round. And this one is the Somalian elephant, which I particularly like. Absolutely beautiful. That's in there, guys. You will get as well a Stackers Social poker chip. There you go. You will also get, because I am proudly an exclusive distributor, you'll get a Pokemon poker chip. And there we go. Nemo, why are you laughing so much? You're making me at unease.
It's all stuff he's got from his husband, isn't it? 365. This. It's all his husband here, isn't it?
Most of this has come from I'm not going to say my husband. I'm not doing that, okay? But most of this has come from.
That's why he's not put a ring on the finger yet. I'm telling you, because he's hiding secrets.
365 is just put in the chat. See, I am a provider.
365. Right, guys, we're moving on. We've also got Diaxis's poker chip. This is beautiful. The colour really pops. That's in there as well. Guys, I've chucked in. I'm running out of these. I need to order some more. So, yeah. But my poker chip, stacking with Craven. And just so you know, people forget this, but my poker chip, the QR code doesn't work. When I did it, they said that the YouTube QR code was too high detail. So I went on the website to generate one. And then when I did it, they said you have to pay £20 a month to keep it live. So I said, you can imagine what I said. So QR code doesn't work, but it's got my face on it. That is what I look like. You may see my face one day soon, but that's in there as well. Courtesy of the man himself, Scottish Bullion Collector poker chip in a capsule. Beautiful poker chip, representing Scotland, along with Nemo. There we go. And of course, once again, guys, you cheeky little buggers in the live chat, it's not my husband, but the provider, 365. He is in there along with, because he really did send me an absolute care package, by the way, guys. Absolute legend.
I bet he did.
Bet he did.
Yeah,
Bet he did.
he did. 365 business card will be in there. And guys, this one really is a rarity, let me tell you. If you get this, you are lucky. All the way from Israel, an Israeli coin sticker. That is in tonight's giveaway. All the way from Israel. He won the 1/4 ounce gold Britannia from the 1,000 members Stacker Social special event. And he's got a YouTube channel. Go check it out. But I've only got 2 of these. I'm keeping one for myself. One of his stickers in the giveaway tonight. Not many people have these. So good luck. Nemo's laughing again. Go on, Nemo. Before I show the next piece, what are you laughing at?
So Baron has asked, stacking with Craven at the Berlin Coin Show, if your hotel room had a connecting door to an adjoining room, would you like that room to either connect to 365, TSC, or Psy?
Do I have to
We got
answer
him.
that?
He's got him. He's gone silent.
Speechless.
No, listen. I haven't gone silent. Do I actually have to answer that?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you've made us answer everything. So yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I plead the
just looked at
fifth.
365 response, and he put a meme of a guy whoever that is
Chandler
pulling
Bing.
the duvet over. Oh my god! Look, I am going to Berlin. If you're going there, I hope to meet you there.
This is going downhill quick.
Yes, you must answer as per rule number 5 of the Stage Channel Code of Conduct. Sai, no! Oh my god! Guys,
Just choose whose room you want to walk into in the middle of the night in the knack. Just pick one.
Right, fine. You know what? I said I'd marry 365. If I had my room joined to anyone, I'm picking Sai because I feel like I'd probably get a little bit drunk and Sai would look after me. I trust Sai. So there we go. Right, I'm moving on.
Do you know the saying? The saying, what goes on in Berlin stays in Berlin. Well, that doesn't apply here. We need to know.
Could just imagine you there, just open your eyes, 3 a.m. and Sai's just standing there winking at you. You know.
Yeah, and I've seen Silverpunk has quoted me saying, "I trust Sai." Yeah,
Just
I'd
look at the
marry
towel.
365, and I would have my room joined onto Sai because I feel like Sai would look after me. There we go. Right, guys, there's still more in this giveaway. I'm gonna move on. Right. Yes. Stacker Social Poker Chip, guys. These are awesome, but you don't just get one, you get two. There's a little brother in there as well. And our last week's special guest, jumping into silver, you get his poker chip as well as his bookmark, which is really shiny. And I nearly forgot Diaxis's sticker. This really pops. It's so nice. I'm honestly, in terms of design and colors, I'd say this is my favorite sticker. No disrespect to anyone, but this is a really nice looking sticker. So whoever wins this, you're very lucky. Oh, and lastly, you probably thought, where's the silver? I'll come here for the silver. Where's the silver? Well, here it is. The winner tonight will get, and I hope you can see this, I'm sorry if you can't, a 1 ounce 2022 Krugerrand. And I am giving this to you guys from me because I actually won this from Creative Precious Metals, who does an amazing monthly competition where you post a creative video and the community vote for the best one. I'm very proud. I won last week entering Little John's music video, and I won. But I felt this is the story behind that. Villainous Bounty, a legend within our community, he created the soundtrack to that, and I did the visuals, obviously, which I enjoyed doing. And I said to VB, what about if this wins? Because he entered his own video for it as well, and he said if he wins, he would donate the prize to the community. So considering he did the he did the music track for my entry, I was never going to take this for myself. No chance. So shout out to Villainous Bounty. I won, but I'm donating this per his wishes to you guys. So you'll win everything I just showed, plus this 1 ounce silver Krugerrand 2022. It's beautiful as well, by the way. So the winner tonight is going to be very lucky. And yeah, once again, this Sundays of Craven, I cannot believe the generosity when it comes to the giveaways. It would not be possible without you guys in the community. And once again, I'm going to give a shout out because next week, guys, you've got at least an ounce of silver. Scottish Bullion Collectors donated a 2023 Britannia. Just saying, it's ridiculous, and I still can't get over it. But guys on the panel, what do you think about the giveaway tonight?
Oh, cracking stuff.
Yeah,
what really good bundle. Yeah, really cool, mate.
Fantastic. As always, mate, the community really step forward for this kind of thing. They always do.
Yeah. Remind me to send some of my poker chips over for giveaways, mate. I've got them made up. I just haven't sent them out.
Absolutely. I don't expect anyone in the community to donate anything for me to put forward to giveaways, but the fact that you guys do it off your own back, and I've got such a big bundle to give away, it means the world. So thank you so much. And if you do want to send anything, you will, of course, get a shout out. And yeah, it goes a long way with the community. So feel free to message me anytime. But it wouldn't be possible without you guys, what we are doing right now. So, guys on the panel, guys in the chat, is it at 22 minutes past 8? Is it time to run the final giveaway decider between Ninja, Sai the Soundman, hashtag rigged, and Scott M? Was it Scott M? Yes, it was. Nemo's kindly got this ready. So, here we go. So, you've seen the giveaway. What are you laughing at, Nemo? Sai the Soundman's posted this.
Right,
yeah,
rigged.
Sai's winning this.
You know what?
Sai's winning this.
Yeah.
I said this earlier, right? Sai the Soundman is a very selfless person. Someone that I look up to.
Selfish
someone I've
lover.
got so... And listen, about Sai, if he would have known that he would be in this giveaway, I'm 99% certain he would have said, no, please don't put me in the giveaway. He would rather it go to someone else. But we put him in anyway because he did rightfully win. And my challenge to Si, if you do win, I want you to do something creative because I will send you all of this, and I'm sure you'll probably forward it on to someone else. But if you do, I want you to be creative with it. Maybe Lady B can have something to do with that. But you're in the giveaway, and there's no argument, okay? So Si the Sound Man, we've got Ninja, and we've got Scott M. And guys, I wish you all the best of luck. And Nemo, because you're such a legend for running this on your screen, because I don't have the technology, after this, I'm saying, look, take it away, my friend. If you want to ask the chat any questions or do a countdown or get someone to do a countdown, I'm just going to watch and enjoy.
Shall we just get it over with?
Over to you, mate.
Right, guys. Best of luck. We know who's
Put
winning
everyone
this.
out of their misery. Let's go.
Boom.
Oh, my God. Who is it? Rigged.
Oh!
And Scott M. Hey.
Scott M. There we
Scott
go.
M.
Well done, Scott.
Scott M. Congratulations. You have just won everything I've just mentioned, plus a 1 ounce silver 2022 Krugerrand. Well done, my friend. You've won a gazillion stickers, poker chips, Cardiff Gold bag, Cardiff Gold pen, you name it. Well done. That's amazing. And Scott M, if you can kindly send me a message with your address, I will arrange that to be sent to you by no later than Tuesday. And thank you to everyone that entered. And don't forget, next week, you're going to have this to go after a 1 ounce, beautiful 2023 Britannia. And let me tell you, this looks like it's never left the capsule. I've not opened it, and I won't. And yeah, it's in pristine condition. And that has been donated from Scottish Bullion Collector. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone that donates to my giveaways. It means so much. So what I do want to say is I don't mind how long I stay on for. But the guests, there's still 30 people watching, and I love that. But the guests, it's all about you. Sandy Millington, you have been an amazing special guest this evening. I know you said you want to get off. I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being very open and honest about your story, your journey, your plans, your goals. Congratulations once again on hitting 250 subscribers. Very generous giveaway that you're doing. Remember, guys, magic words in the chat. Sandy, do you want to confirm it? What's the magic word?
I don't think we ever chose one, did we? But I'd just like to say,
Medina,
sorry?
wasn't it? Didn't we go for Medina, or was it?
Medina, because it was telling, because it was telling the story about Morocco and that's the decision made. Then we'll go with Medina.
Andy.
So yeah.
Before you decide, I'm sorry, I know you just said that's a decision made, Medina, but Jack Stack 64, i.e. Dave Richardson, BBA's YouTube dad, he did put a comment in really early in the stream, and I just want you to consider it. He said the magic word should be cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger?
So between Medina and cheeseburger, it's up to you, Sandy. It's your giveaway. You've done so well to hit 250. Do you want to decide, or do you want to let the chat decide? Medina or cheeseburger?
I think I'm going to go with Medina because it was the start of my journey with silver. It was in the Medina. It just makes sense for me. So I'm going to go with that. And I'd just like to say I've had the ball tonight. Thank you to yourself, Craven. Thank you to the two panelists, Nemo and Silverpunk. But most of all, as always, thank you to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
They make every one of these videos, every one of these streams, every one of these events worthwhile. They're the reason why we're all here.
Yeah.
Really. So thanks very much for everything turning up. And long may it continue into the future, Craven.
Thank you so much, Sandy. You were here on my first 2 episodes as a co-host. You're coming back as a special guest. You know I think the world of you, mate. We speak a lot, and you're a friend of mine. I follow your journey very closely. I urge everyone in here who hasn't already, if there's anyone that hasn't checked out Sandy Millington's Working Class Stacks YouTube channel, do so, because you won't regret it. He's got a long-term plan, And honestly, your taste in pickups is really, really good. There's many a time where I've been on Silver Trader, for example, one of many options of sellers, and I thought, I'm going to buy this, and I've seen you, next day you post video, you bought it, and I'm like, oh, we've got the same taste. So I look forward to seeing what you do next,
a lot
mate.
of that. A lot of that comes down to Danny's takes, because as I said earlier, she makes the final decision when it comes to what our weekly purchases. We both get a bit of input. We both have a couple of options, but the ultimate decision is hers. So all the taste goes down fully to my partner Danny.
Yeah, well, Danny Millington's got a great taste, and my partner, Miss Stacking with Craven, says, well done, Sandy Millington, you absolutely smashed it. So thank you so much for being a special guest. Here's what I'll say, guys. If you need to go, mate, thank you so much. I will run this until 8:45. I will stay on. I will leave this live open till 8:45, and then I'm going to get off because I'm just having an absolute blast. So Silverpunk, Nemo, entirely up to you what you do. I'm going to stay on. I'm going to end this at 8:45. So 15 minutes time, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that sounds, man.
Yeah, I'll hang
Not at all.
about just to see if you change your mind, who you're marrying. So I've got to stay to the end now.
Right. Well, I'm gonna pass the chat over either Nemo or Silverpunk. Do me a favor. Since we started, I have not been to the loo, so I'm going to be back in 1 minute. For both of you, I'll let you know when I'm back straight away. But please let the chat know what's happening. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you so much. And Sandy, if you need to go, thank you so much for joining me.
I am going to use this moment to call it a day. It's getting dark. The dog's got to be walked and all that.
Yeah.
So I really do have to go. Thank you once again, mate. Yeah.
Before you go, Sandy, I ask every guest this. I'll ask Nemo and Punk after. But before you go and before I go to the toilet, can you just give a few final words to the chat, please?
Yeah, just thank you once again for everyone who's joined. Thank you for all the support with my channel. I've shot up another couple of subs just while I've been on the live chat with you. I love you all. It's the reason why I keep making my videos. It's overwhelming sometimes, the response you get from the chat. It really is. It's hard to put it into words. I'm not great with words. It's hard to know how to sort of show the generosity and the good feelings I've got to absolutely everybody in this community, from the very smallest sort of inactive member to all the way up to the top to 365 and the other founders. As I've said to you before, Craven, I love this line. I like to sort of squeeze it in every time we have a live. I believe that Stackers Social is social media at max output. This
Maximum output, baby.
So this is what social media should have been. This is what the idea was when they had the idea back in a university dormitory about 25, 30 years ago. It's the goodwill and the love that just comes through our mobile phones while we're all engaging with each other in the chat. It really is overwhelming, and it's special. And thank you for everyone, and thank you for everyone that's turned up tonight.
Well said, mate, and thank you so much for being a special guest on this episode.
Anytime, mate. I'll come back anytime. I find it hard to commit, and it's not easy for me to turn up and give up a big portion of the Sunday. But honestly, if I'm free, and you need me, or you've got a dropout and you just want me to fill in, don't be scared to ask. I'll do what I can. I absolutely love coming on this show and engaging with you all. So anytime.
100%, mate. Thank you so much. I really do, and thank you for being on. I just want to say, before you go, Israeli Coins, I did see your message. Israeli Coins 75, who has said, if it's something you want, I can send you a few more stickers, including in your giveaways. So, Israeli Coins, like I say to everyone, look, I don't expect anyone to donate to my giveaways. This show is about the people. It's about the engagement. It's about the good old chinwags. But if you want to put your stickers and poker chips, whatever you want to do, If you want to put it forward to be given away, I'll more than happy do it and shout you out, and I really appreciate it. But there is no pressure whatsoever. But yeah, thank you so much, Sandy Millington. It's been an amazing episode. I'm going to nip off for 2 minutes.
There's one last thing. There's one last thing I need to do before I go, and that's give as Nerd UK has just reminded us in the chat. I need to give the question for next week's.
Oh, good God! Yes, thank you so much, Nerd UK legend. Sandy, what is your question for next week's guest, which I can't confirm on this episode, but what is your question for next week's guest?
No, that's fine. Well, whoever it is, whoever's the lucky enough person to be next week's guest, continuing with the theme from today, Psy365 and TSC, Snog, Marry and Avoid.
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yeah,
100% lock it in.
Oh my God.
With that one next week.
Well, I hope it's Ian Attenborough.
I reckon
Ian
Ian's
Attenborough.
going to go for a bit of TSC. He's got that look,
Oh,
hasn't
wait
he?
for it.
Yeah,
Ian
yeah.
Attenborough's busy next week. All this. All right, guys. I'll be honest. I'm still working on next week's guest. I've got an abundance of guests that are planning dates. I've got people pre-scheduled for weeks ahead. People have busy schedules, but I hope next week we can maybe have Ian Attenborough. I will see what he says. Maybe he'll put in the chat. But guys, it's been a pleasure. Sandy Millington, it's been a pleasure. I need to go for 2 minutes. So Sandy, if you're going to drop off, do it now. I'm
I'm
going
going
for
to
2
sign
minutes.
off. See you soon, everyone. It's been
Right.
a pleasure.
Sandy.
Bye-bye
Right,
for now.
right.
Cheers, Andy.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Right, Silverpunk, Nemo, whatever you want to talk about in the entire world, as long as it's not about sovereigns and rings and stuff like that, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
how can we wind them up?
Well, that's all my material gone. It was all about him getting married or a sized beard. So I'm knackered now.
Yeah, I'm completely out of it.
Miss stacking with Craven while he's gone in the loo. What do you want to know?
Oh, give me something juicy that I can use against them.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
So,
Absolutely brilliant.
I suppose, are you going to Berlin? Silverpunk?
No,
No.
no, not for me really, because not really my type of thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
If it was silver pouring convention, and yeah, then that'd be cool. But no,
No.
unfortunately not. But I really like watching the last time they put the videos up, didn't they, and the chat and the photos. It was really cool. So it's nice to look in. Never say never. I might go one day when I can, just to meet everyone, just to meet up with everyone.
Do you know, I
So-
did see a seller on Whatnot tonight doing live silver pouring and selling
right.
through there.
Yeah.
Automatically thought of you, man. I think you'd be great for that. But, I mean, is it something you would like to do? Something like a live pouring while selling your stuff? Or
Not on Whatnot.
No.
As such, because I don't think it's really for me,
Nah.
that type of thing. But yeah, some a live pour has been mentioned. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to watch his space. That's all I'll say.
oh, that's good. Good.
We'll have to see. It'd be quite fun. But yeah. Like it just instills me with fear. A live pour. Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
like, oh,
a lot
God,
of things
what's
can go
gonna happen?
along. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and I suppose if you're doing a live pour as well, you're concentrating and obviously making the content, and your attention sort of wanes away from the safety aspect, I suppose.
Yeah, it's bad enough when I'm doing when I'm doing the YouTube videos, because you're like, yeah, I've got a pour here, and then you're looking at the camera, you got to make sure the camera's right. So you're like, yeah, your head's all over the place.
Yeah.
And then if you're talking as well, you got right. So it is difficult. It is, but the more you do it, you get used to it. It's like anything. You get used to it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. I'm just looking in the chat. Oh, is he back?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
so yeah. Oh, yeah. So anyway, that's what 365 said.
Honestly,
Yeah.
So
I,
you know,
Jesus,
say,
is, is that true, Craven?
without
is that really true?
Sorry, is what really? All I was going to say is I started at 5, and I have not left my phone since then. I've been drinking a lot of liquid in the background, and that was the biggest relief of my life. But what have you guys been talking about? What is true?
Listen, the missus
Nothing.
has been delving out all your secrets, mate. Oh,
Wait, what? Miss Craven, Miss Stacking with Craven.
If you move one
Right.
coin into a different spot, never mind take one, you'd always
Right.
notice.
Fill me in. What's been said? Come on. What's going on?
Nothing at all. Nothing at
nothing.
all. Now you're back. You carry on. We've got
Yeah.
how long? We've got about 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
So
On
we're all
that
good,
note,
mate. Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the toilet. Back in 2.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to read the chat, guys. So Miss Stacking with Craven says, "While he goes to the loo, what do you want to know?"
Yeah.
Okay. And Joker says, "Does he leave his underpants on the floor?" Miss Stacking with Craven says, "No, socks." Okay. Am I really in with a chance? Says 365. Miss Stacking with Craven says, "Depends if you tempt him with silver." Very true. Well, he has, because 365 says, if I get to 555 by the end of next month, he will give me a gift. So it might be silver, considering he is 365 days of silver. So it might be silver. We'll see. Miss Stacking with Craven says, in response to Joker's saying, "How much of his stack have you squirreled away?" She says, "Non-lol, he would notice if I moved a client into a different spot. Never mind, take one." Very true. I know exactly what I've got. I don't know about you guys, but I check my stack regularly. It is kept in a safe, but at the same time, I regularly get it out to have a look at, because I just enjoy handling it. That's why I've got most of it in capsules, because you can hold it. So yeah. There we go. And that's what I can see. So what have I missed here, Silverpunk? Is there something I've missed?
No, not at all. Well, you'll have to watch it back, won't you? When it goes on YouTube, you watch
Hang
it back.
on. No.
Is he still good on?
No. What have I missed? Look, listen. I've got 5 minutes. I'm going to end this at 1:45. I've got 5 minutes to get it out of you two guys. What have I missed? Come on.
No, nothing at all. We just quickly recapped about your,
Folding
you know,
like a
you're
deck chair,
sitting
mate.
on the fence, and your 365. You know, it's you know. I just feel so sorry for
No, I
Cy and
don't know.
TSC. There was no hesitation. Oh,
No.
yeah, it's 365. I'm getting married. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
The
Sorry,
honeymoon was
no,
planned and
no.
everything.
I'm sorry, guys. You keep saying, "Oh, I don't know." All I can see is Miss Stacking Craven says, "Love nothing more than seeing Craven fold like a deck chair every time someone questions him." And I ask you what's been said, and you keep saying, "Oh, you'll see it back on the recording." What's been said? Come on, someone, please.
Here is a question from Baron Vamsky. Stacking with Craven. When you reach your subs goal, if you had a chance of free silver or 365 or a sleepover, what would you choose?
Wait, hang on. Is that 3 options or 2? Is that meant to say 365 for a sleepover?
If you had a choice of free silver off 365 or a sleepover, what would you choose?
Is that a sleepover with 365?
How does your mind work? Did you see that then? I'm
Oh,
sleeping over with 365. Oh, man.
Straight
Yes.
in there.
Right. Can we just...
And would
Stop
you be
it.
the big spoon or the little spoon?
Oh, he'd be the
For
little
goodness
spoon.
sake.
He'd be the little spoon. 365 is a mountain of a man, I'm guessing. He'd be the little spoon.
Guys, can I
Little
just ask,
teaspoon and a big
what-
big soup spoon. Yeah, that's what it is.
what does
ladle.
that question mean? Right, can you ask me a question that I actually understand? Is that saying, would I rather have the silver or would I rather have a 365 sleepover?
365. It's simple. Would you like a cuddle from 365 or a free piece of silver?
Well, what size is the silver?
And how long's the cuddle?
Answer me. Why is no one answering me? What size is the silver piece that I can take instead? Can you give me an amount?
I don't know.
Announce.
Okay, well, let's make it a bit 5 ounce.
If it's only 5 ounce, I'm taking a cuddle off 365 all day. If you would have said like a kilo, I would have taken it. But for 5 ounces, I'll take a cuddle off 365 all day, and I can see it once again for the second or third time. He's put the meme of a guy pulling the duvet, ready for someone to join him in the bed.
I think that's best. I think that's for the best, Craven. You've now we know a couple of things about you now. We know what your price is. It's a kilo of silver. So what's that? About £1,000. So we know what we got to do now, guys. Yeah, we've got him all weighed up now.
I'm not being funny. Just to be clear, £1,000 for a kilo of silver. That's one thing. But jokes aside, 365's got to be willing to play his part in this as well. And also, what an episode of Sundays with Craven that would be. And also, like I said before, 365 has made it very clear he will not do a live. But I look, that he has plans. It might not be forever. In 5 years, I am telling you, 365. I'm speaking to you directly. We will do a live.
Yeah.
It's my YouTube goal for however long it takes. 5 years, 10 years, 365. You're doing a live with me, whatever it takes.
At this rate, you'll be whispering over your shoulder to him. So I mean,
whether it's in bed, whatever it is, we'll do it.
I think, there we go. We've got 1 minute to go. Is that going to be the end quote for the YouTube video? Yep. It has to be.
Yeah, we're going to end it there with 365. He puts new content out about every 2 hours. So 365, I'm giving 365 a challenge. He's challenged me to 555 subscribers by the end of next month, and if I do that, he'll give me a special gift. I don't know what it is. However, 365, I'm giving you 5. You said no, fair enough, but I'm giving you 5 years. In the next 5 years, I want you on a. Yeah, I'm just seeing the one. 365, I'm giving you 5 years. I will get you on a live, brother. I will. I have to. I need to. It's my goal. You're going to have to do it. I will do whatever it takes. Give me a challenge, and I'll do it. But there we go, guys. It is officially 8:45. My special guest this evening, Sandy Millington, was an absolute delight. Thank you so much to him. Silverpunk and Nemo, guys, 3 hours, 45 minutes. Thank you so much. I really, honestly appreciate you dedicating that much time to this evening. And guys in the chat, there is still 16 of you. Even now, we've been over 30 for the majority of this, but I get it's gone on a long time. So thank you so much. But guys, before I end this, Silverpunk, Nemo, we'll go to Nemo first. Any final words for the chat?
This has been awesome. That's it. No, guys. How do you wrap it up? Thanks for being legends, every single one of you. I've recently hit 150 subs on YouTube, and that's thanks to you guys. Thanks for coming along and listening to us ramble. As Sai says, this has been like a budget version of Mock the Week. So, just keep being legends, and until the next time.
Well said, mate. And Nemo, I think there will be a next time for you, brother. I appreciate you coming on. I love it when you come on this stream. So, thank you. Silverpunk, any last words for the podcast, brother?
Yeah, I've had a really good time. The only thing is, I'm going to have to renegotiate my fee because these things are going on for hours now. I've only put my hourly rating. Wait, I've give you,
You're getting paid?
Yeah.
What? Craven here.
Yeah.
Listen, Silverpunk, if you sign up to Whatnot using my link.
Right. On that note, guys, I'm off. It's been fun. Much love.
Honestly, Silverpunk, Nemo, and of course Sandy Millington, who was left just before, and everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your Sunday evening with us for a good old chinwag. I really appreciate it. It's been so much fun, and well done to Scott M. Send me a message and I will arrange for that giveaway to be sent to you. Well done on the 1 ounce Silver Crew Grand. And without further ado, we're going to end this here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Until next week, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
See you later.
See you later.